Okay.
No, I'm gonna tweet out the stream.
Yeah, I made the joke with the. I don't think we talked too much about the Disney potentially buying out Fox, and I know I made the comment. I don't know if you saw it. Maybe Disney's just buying out Fox so that they could put X-Men and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite and then finally sell copies.
And then after they do that, they sell it back.
And then they sell it back.
They sell all
And
of their
then the
Fox.
game is removed from Steam and stores because of issues just like Deadpool. It's just...
Yeah, I think that one's got to be on Activision, but they really probably do not trust Capcom.
Activision just fucks everything up. We're talking about the company that released a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games from Platinum, and it was removed as a listing only months later because of some type of issue.
Oh yeah.
Like, how do you manage to do that?
Yeah, really.
Like, that can't be intentional. Why would you intentionally remove a game from being bought? Like, it wasn't critically panned or anything.
Yeah,
it was
really.
just, it's a video game. That's all. There was nothing extremely special about it other than Platinum worked on it.
Yeah.
So what
And
caused
even then,
it to be removed?
it was just a mediocre game. But yeah, to be removed is super weird. I don't know where the TMNT license is. I guess it's just like
I
sold
mean,
to places.
DC may have some ties to it because
DC, Nickelodeon, who produces the Nickelodeon
Yeah, I was about to say
show.
Nickelodeon has a TV show, and I think the comics are Nickelodeon, or at least one portion of them are. It's so weird. But this is what happens when multiple corporations just own an IP, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Or
we have
share the rights to an IP, not even necessarily own them.
I don't remember what I did last time. Let's see. Almost like Tetris. Since no one does own that one. Just super funny. Oh, wow, they give you a ton of time for this one. Cool. Okay. I was gonna bring up EA because of everything going on.
It was mentioned for The Sims, but I think it's just relevant for the entire company now. They managed to take one step forward and then 2 steps back.
Yeah.
All in the same.
And it don't
in the same
fucking
time frame.
stop, so I'm really glad like people are like saying something like that Reddit post is getting traction. Just because it'll fucking probably do something. Oh,
At least on PC.
Yeah.
Like, PC copies are gonna be shit. Because you don't get the masses to buy PC games.
Yeah.
But console, there's just... Unless you can create a platform where they're extremely active like we are, they'll just constantly do whatever they want.
I don't remember
And
where I read
kids.
it, but it was in
Reddit.
This is something else. Capcom's financial report. It might have. I think it was Sega's. That generally Nintendo's games are selling better than their like the multi-platform ones are selling better on Switch than Xbox One now. What the hell is?
Wait, say that again?
Switch multi-platform games that are on Switch, Xbox One, and PS4 are selling better on Xbox or on Switch.
Like, altogether, or just in comparison to Xbox?
Like individually. So yeah, all together.
Okay. That's interesting. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised depending on what game it is.
Right.
But
because there's some that just won't work, like EA's test game was FIFA, and that sold miserably, and now they're done.
And now I think NBA.
Yeah, and that's a fucking shame
Did
because
2K?
Titanfall won't come to Switch now, and that'd be dope. Ugh.
I'm thinking EA still may do something.
I hope so.
It's just that
Everyone
they're
else is finding
actually gonna
success.
try next time. Because FIFA was we're not really trying. We're just kind of like, we'll see where it goes. We'll probably still be slow.
But everyone else is like taking chances and making money. Yeah. Forget what else came out. I bought Monopoly. So Ubisoft is doing well. They got my $40.
One thing Ubisoft has been doing well, and Total Biscuit mentioned it today, was even when their games run like shit, at least when you change their settings, it shows what changes within the main menu. Like right away.
Yeah. I noticed that with like they were really open about it with Watch Dogs. No. Oh, thank you, Mario. And I really need to get back into Watch Dogs because they made so much DLC for Watch Dogs 2.
Like Assassin's Creed Origins was, I'm pretty sure, just kind of, it's another Assassin's Creed game, but in Egypt. Kind of like what I thought.
Yeah.
But outside of the PC port having issues, I guess it's okay. It's
just another one.
I can never see that game being as successful as it was with Assassin's Creed 2, though.
Oh, this is one of my favorite areas.
I just can't.
I think. Yeah, this is one of my favorites because it's got a Goomba I can fly with. I actually started like writing a whole list of things I wanted to talk about because I think throughout a whole week things I want to talk about. The fuck!
Start with that list then.
The first one was Battlefront. It releases on Friday, right? So we're gonna be streaming Battlefront 2 on Friday. Fuck EA. Fuck microtransactions. We'll be streaming it on Friday, guys. So be there for that.
So Battlefront 2 releases Friday. If you got the digital deluxe version, I believe you get to play tomorrow. And if you have Origin Access, you get first 10 hours free starting today or yesterday.
And that would be about like all the game you need, really.
Yeah. It's just Battlefront 2
guaranteed.
Before the end of next year, you're gonna see that on the vault. So that means you pay their subscription service to play it unlimited.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. At least on PC.
Oh yeah, because if it doesn't sell well, yeah. Well, Mass Effect still.
Well, not even if it
well,
just doesn't sell well. If
mediocre.
The community dies and they need people to to play it, then
because that's the other thing, especially with Mass Effect games, because they make it affect the multiplayer affect single player. The game was a weird as fuck grind that was almost cool, but there was so much potential, and I don't want to talk about Andromeda anymore. Back to Battlefront.
With that 75% reduction in Battlefront 2 for heroes, they decided, because EA's a piece of shit, instead of just giving a free 20,000 credit hero at the end of playing the campaign, because you were going to be rewarded 20,000, they also reduced that.
Oh, come on.
To 5,000 credits.
Oh, that's bullshit.
So it's like, rather than rewarding the player for playing your other piece of content with one hero that they're not going to have to play 10 hours for, you just reduce it. Great. Thanks, EA. That's really what we wanted to see with everything that's been going on with you.
I posted...
You couldn't give that one hero.
I put in the chat like what the quote of Armchair Developer, and that's what one of the EA PR said when he commented on the backlash. He called everyone armchair developers that were complaining, and said they don't know how business works, etc.
We don't need to know how business works to tell you what we like in a video game, and when something's blatantly predatory towards the gamer, towards the consumer.
I know Phil has said it, and it's fucking consistent every time, is that Japanese developers don't do this. They don't fucking do apologies and insult their player base. They just do better. They'll say, they'll maybe issue an apology and then do better.
Because they strive to, because they actually appreciate what they do and want to strive to reach excellence, whereas here it's, how much money can we make?
Right.
It's more, and that's where the whole video games are art is actually true. In a lot of ways. Like, they treat it with respect.
Where is the other... Huh. Maybe this isn't the one I was thinking of.
But what was I... There was another bit I wanted to mention. I can't remember what.
Yeah, you don't know what you want. We know what you want. That's an opinion, it's not fact, and there's a whole other side of the world making games not under that notion.
Like, I'm personally, other people will because they're just entitled. I'm not saying you need to make a system that's only going to benefit the player. I understand you're a company and you need to make a profit.
Right.
That's why I'm always recently defending Blizzard with their loot boxes, which are cosmetic only. That, yeah, they're going to want to have some incentive for you to buy them if you can't afford time instead.
Yeah, it's all
it
cosmetic,
just makes sense.
So.
Right. So it's no issue when you're like, well, here's a lot of duplicates, but if you buy more, you have a better chance. Or you don't have a lot of currency, but if you want a better chance of getting the skin you want during an event,
I never got this
you could just
before.
buy the boxes instead of trying to grind up credits that are more rare now.
I've never gotten to this one before. I don't know how you...
Like,
oh, okay. I got it.
Why didn't Star Wars do that? Why didn't they just go purely cosmetic? They had cosmetics that didn't fit canon for the original game.
Yeah, and that's the other thing.
I saw in Battlefront 2 that Darth Maul had some weird camo thing on, so it's like,
yeah, when they have fun like
make
that,
cosmetics.
when you have fun like that, it's always great. That's like one of Nintendo's giant themes with the Switch now is the game's amount of fun, and they're a lot of fun. And look what happens.
Whoa, the Switch is releasing a $60 video game that is a full game, and you're not gonna be in Super Mario Odyssey grinding for stars.
Yeah,
or
our single player
moons?
game's dead. I don't know. Let me get back to you on that.
It's just, it's so depressing. I mean, I understand why companies do some of what they do, but you have to know that there's a line, especially with some of the player base, that they're gonna call you out on just willfully being terrible.
Yeah. No, just let the other side take all your profits and customers.
I don't like using the term, but they're literally questioning intelligence.
Yeah.
People, there are stupid people out there.
No doubt, and they're dealing with
You take it
some
way
people.
too far, EA.
Yeah. It's nullifying all criticism because some people are idiots.
Like, especially with whoever you were talking about with the armchair developer thing.
Yeah,
like,
you
don't need to be a designer to understand that you're designing a game specifically around these awful pay-to-win loot boxes.
It's some Peter Moore shit. It's so funny. It's so dumb.
Peter Moore. Like, I just want to be able to buy your $40 to $60 game, maybe a $20 to $40 pass that I know you're not just cutting out from the game to begin with to make extra money.
Yeah. You know who's not doing that is
and be okay.
Is Xenoblade Chronicles 2. The story DLC is gonna come out, like they've already announced it, but it's not coming out for another year. They're putting the work in on that.
So they already have ideas.
Yeah.
It's not dumb Capcom shit.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
let's
I
get a new
know,
outfit.
especially with AAA titles, the asking price for the base game is sometimes operating at a loss, so they need to make that DLC, or they need to make those passes. But when you specifically cut them from the game when it was already finished content, only to release it days later or weeks later, is bullshit. That's just awful. And obviously, as long as you don't pull a Capcom and hide it on disc, there's no way they can tell. You'll never be able to tell, as long as you're not leaking it to your own employees who then put it on whatever replaced NeoGAF now.
Yeah, it's called, I forget it. It's a really weird name.
It's like Reset something.
Resetera, yeah.
But as long as you're not doing something like that, we'll never find out, so you can get away with your bullshit, and we'll happily be blind to it.
Yeah.
People will question it, but there will never be proof, so.
Oh, right, hat.
But then you have Capcom, even 2017. There's characters that are finished in the campaign, and you're claiming that they need to buy it extra?
Yeah. After paying $60, pay another.
After paying $60?
Pay for the price, because there were 2 passes for that game, so pay $60 again to get all the content.
That's just... That's the... Are you questioning my intelligence moment.
And I think like because I understand fighting games aren't expected to sell well, except Tekken, which is why I think the what is it? NetherRealm's method is a successful one, where they just release a new game every couple of years, rather than expect the life of it to keep going.
Right, or they'll release an expansion, kind of like what World of Warcraft does. I know with fighting games,
Right, Guilty Gear.
Guilty Gear has done it,
and Dragon Ball's probably gonna do it too. And
Dragon Ball
BlazBlue
has
does
the
it.
season pass, but it's
So do
the difference
those
with
games.
this DLC though is that, especially with test builds we've seen of Dragon Ball, these characters are still in development. There's no way that they're cutting content.
Yeah.
At least from what we can tell, unless they're just, this is a very
Well, fighting games take time to
planned
develop.
move.
There's no way around that unless you're Capcom, in which case
Right.
you just put out an unfinished product. But everyone else that makes fighting games knows it takes a long fucking time, which is why
So
Noctis,
it's like,
who looks pretty done, is not going to be out for till spring next year. And
Yeah.
Geese Howard isn't out yet because
But that's
fighting
why,
games
like,
take time.
but that's why people aren't going to question, even if they're upset with the price range. Like, I think the Dragon Ball Fighters is $35 for the pass.
Yeah, a little
Maybe
much.
people will be upset by the price, especially since it was announced before the launch of the game itself. But they're not going to question that you're cutting content to begin with.
Yeah.
Maybe you had ideas of who you wanted to add after the base game, but you never started developing it
I think it's
before launching the game.
the size of that roster is too small, but it is still growing, so we will see. I'm just wary of spending money now. Like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 looks so fucking solid, and I really want to get it, but I don't know if I should spend the money, but God, I want it.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 still has that weird style clash.
Oh yeah.
Dislike.
You know why they did that is because in Xenoblade Chronicles X, that game was fucking hideous. And hey, it's Captain Toad at the bottom of the ocean. Look, Xenoblade Chronicles X is a hideous looking game, and they really wanted not that. Also, there have been huge changes in the entire look of Chronicles 2. The
That's
art
good.
style is still
But, like,
there, but all of the footage we saw at first looks nothing like that now. In terms of lighting and shading is different. It's more finished.
But even in Odyssey, which you're playing right now, even as highly praised as it was, I have my issues with some of it when it clashes too in the style, especially with the dinosaur.
Right.
It's just so out of place.
Right. There's some things like that,
New Donk City has its parts too, from what I've seen, but it's not
Right.
the entire map.
but everyone
or
loves New
every
Donk
asset
City.
in it.
Right.
Right. It's just some things probably could have been improved there to fit the style more. The
Nah,
dinosaur
that's
definitely
pretty
could have been
finite.
improved.
Like what it is just you like it or you don't. I don't think there's anything they don't want a cartoon because they already have a cartoon dinosaur. So they just want to
Right,
make
but
a
a
big
real
one.
dinosaur. It's just
Yeah,
it
it's
looks
funny.
strange.
Yeah, it looks strange, but it's funny. Okay, so can I grab this? Okay. I totally did this before.
Wait, why didn't they just take the Dragon Ball dinosaur? Take that T-Rex and put it in there.
Yeah.
Would have fit.
I talked about
Oh yeah, you have
Noctis
your
and
list.
Tekken. Yeah. Because we got so many fucking guest characters in fighting games. Let's progress in this level too. We got enough for now.
I've just been seeing you swim around. I'm just hoping you know where you're going.
Yeah, well, it's a sandbox game, so just anywhere to collect. We got Noctis and Tekken, who I've been saying it since Geese was announced because I think it's possible. Is I want Kiryu from Yakuza, and that's if Noctis from Final Fantasy 15, such a fucking polarized game, added left field, then I think Kiryu has a good chance.
I think
We just need to
I
raise
think
awareness
the
for
next character after Noctis. The obvious choice here, of course, but it's gonna have to be Yoshi.
it. They're probably gonna make the next Smash game. They can just do it later.
It's gonna be Yoshi, and that's when they're gonna announce Tekken 7's coming to the Switch.
Yeah. We got the dress, and it matches the boss's tuxedo. This lanky motherfucker.
What else was on your list? It was Battlefront, Tekken.
TMNT also had its, Injustice at TMNT,
Yeah,
which is
Injustice.
cool. That was fucking dope. And
all 4 of them are gonna be in the game? Or...
it looks like it's like they're all gonna be incorporated into one character.
Okay.
And just like, swap on the spot, which is the kind of thing they would do anyways.
I was about to say, because I know they have different weapons, but how many different styles could you make with basically the same looking character?
Yeah, that's probably also why, they're really easy to animate all together, since they all have that same rig. Who is the other one? No, yeah, I just wanted to talk to you. Man, everyone's still doing better at fighting games than Capcom.
I think Capcom's just they either somehow lost everyone that was good at creating fighting games, or they gave up.
No, they don't. They're all still there. They just don't have the time or money or resources to do it, and it's really a fucking shame because, like, everyone
And
was
this
saying
is Japanese Capcom, right? This is
it's just the developing branch differing from the publisher. The publisher wants the developers to work under very short. Like, if Marvel had another year to it, it'd be great. But everyone's remarking on how the DLC characters look like a lot better and play like more refined than the other characters in the game. Like,
it's still
Black
so
Panther
questionable
looks
with
fucking dope.
what we know about their budget and their time constraints and everything. Why they had to rush that game out? It does not make sense.
Yeah.
You didn't have to rush that game out to make it in time for fucking Thor.
Especially
we know that
their
much.
competition isn't coming till later too. Now it's
Your competition is coming in February. So, like, you could release after when people just want to play a new fighting game, and they'll, more than, because of how the FGC is, more than happy to buy our game regardless.
Yeah.
Because they just, fighting games are so rare now.
Fuck.
But why
I wouldn't
rush
say
it
rare.
out?
But it's a
Well,
really
in
competitive
comparison
year.
to first-person shooters or the sandbox games you see now,
It's
just
not. It's that
not as
subgenre
well.
of hyper fighting games, which is more than 2 characters, 2v2 or 3v3. That's what there's not competition in. In general, last year we can't get on top. Was Guilty Gear, Tekken, KOF, all their PC versions, Street Fighter 5 Season 2. Oh, let's go into here. It was a fucking packed year again for fighting games, so their competition was the other 3v3 fighting games like DBZ and now BlazBlue Cross.
But it's like,
So it should have waited for those.
Wasn't Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite announced before Dragon Ball?
Yeah. Yeah, and
So,
they should have just kept delaying it.
like, yeah, and it's like, even if Dragon Ball comes out fucking 8 months before your title, then who cares?
Right.
They'll still, if it's a good game, at least you won't get this bad press and hurt your sales.
Right.
And we
That
know with
garbage
the
PR
budget they
as
were
well.
given and the time constraint, it was just arbitrary. There was no reason to it. It's not, we have to get this game out, otherwise we're just not going to survive as a company.
For anyone in chat that knows, how the fuck do I get to, oh, she's not there. Alright, well, there's gonna be a Lady Goomba around here. And I have no idea how you're supposed to get to her, because this is just the right amount of water for you not to be able to hop to this side. So I have no idea how to get to that Lady Goomba and swoon her with one of these Goombas. I think there is another Lady Goomba up here, though. I guess not. Bring up. We had Sonic Forces released.
You mean not Sonic Mania?
Yeah. Yeah, they set a bar so high, and it was impossible to
they
meet. But
released
they just did something really bad.
Hey guys, we need a new 3D Sonic game.
It
You have
sucks.
any ideas? Well, we could put a developer that worked on a previous 3D Sonic game in the hands of a mobile company, and then let's see what they come up with. Let's just wing it. Let's go.
Remember, we are canonically killing the Babel Goombas right now.
The selling point of Sonic Forces was making your own fursona. Could tell you right now, that wasn't enough to sell that game probably.
Granted, it worked, and it's been a talk of the town as all the fucking custom characters. But you know, that wasn't enough. It was just like the whole game is like 30 very short Sonic levels, and more.
Did you see Donkey's custom character?
Yeah. And it was just those levels, and they didn't work. Oh, I didn't think I could make that.
It's a shame because that water slide level looked cool if you just could control it a little bit more.
It's so crazy. Like, they already had all the physics functioning from Generations, and then they just changed it from Generations. That's literally like all they had to do.
Because it was a different company.
No, they could just take the asset, like take the gravity settings, the engine, just set it there.
Mobile company doesn't know how to do that. They just know how to.
Fuck off. They didn't make the whole game. No, it's not. Yeah, that's on every version of it. Is fucked with how classic Sonic plays. When they did it right before. I think what they need to do, well, what they could do, is literally translate how everything in momentum and gravity works in Mania. The thing is, though, that you know those terrible X3D games, X7 and X8? Well, the 3D Mega Man X games that came out on PS2, and they look like hot garbage, and they play like it, but they play exactly the same as their 2D counterparts. Like, I've seen videos of people that modded the 3D games to be the older games and to like be the identical boss fights, and everything about them, from how X moves and how he jumps, shots, and everything is exactly the same. It just does not translate well to 3D. It's super weird.
I'm hopping on the boat that's been saying I don't think there actually was a good Sonic game ever. It's just that it became popular at some point when it was
Forces is mediocre. That's just what it is. It's a mediocre Sonic game, and there's a lot of mediocre Sonic games.
I played it when I was a kid, so I don't know if it was actually considered good or not, but I liked it. Sonic Advance on Game Boy. Those were good Sonic 2D games, right?
Yeah.
Why don't they just do that?
Yeah.
Like they did with Sonic Mania. Why don't they just make more 2D games? Why don't they take Sonic 4 Episode 1 and 2 and make those good games?
Yeah, well, I think that's why, is they couldn't make them good games.
Just focus on platformers. Look at
this
Rayman. They took them back to
like,
platformers, and that was some of the most creative level design you've seen in years for a platformer. And not just because no one makes platformers anymore.
Yeah, it's... I don't know. I hope they can do it. Everywhere else in Sega's doing fine, though. Like, I'm so happy Yakuza is seeing the most success it's ever seen. And that we're getting the translations, and hopefully they don't take 2 years now that the series is much more popular. Because that's like, the Yakuza 6 comes out this... was it Yakuza 6? No. Kiwami 2 comes out this December, but there is no US release date, and that's probably going to take, you know, another 2 years to localize it. But with the newfound demand or popularity of it, it might be sooner, and I hope it is.
Boo Radley's right, because 2D's in the past, man. Nobody wants 2D games anymore. And I was about to say, what does that have to do with anything? And then I remembered the reveal of Dragon Ball FighterZ in the Dragon Ball community, so...
Yeah. How did I
Which is
get up
really
there?
depressing. Like, if it's not 3D and if it's not a sandbox, you're not a video game anymore, I guess. That's just...
Yep.
That's a strange mindset, but I guess that's how it is. That sounds like 13-year-old me. If I was 13 again in 2017, that sounds like what I would say. Except we're actually hearing it from young adults, so.
Yeah. Oh shit, it's 2D Mario.
Like, why didn't people complain about Mario Maker?
He's got scuba gear. Yeah, I know I said it earlier, or like I said it years ago, because of an interview, was that like Mario Maker was like that was like the end of like the new Super Mario Bros. Games. You know, literally just do it yourself, people. Well, I guess that was it. And now like the future of Mario is games like Odyssey. And not any more 2.5D of those games.
Well, unless they think of some new mechanic or multiple new mechanics, but I don't
They better
see
put
that
it into a
happening
sandbox
anytime soon.
No, yeah, that was
It's-
Miyamoto saying it. And Miyamoto's, you know, he's moving on to other things now. Like Odyssey is entirely the creation of the newer kids at Nintendo and what they're capable of. I mean, it's great. It's great to not have Miyamoto's hands on this game.
What would honestly make sense? If, because I'm sure it's inevitable at some point, but if they release Super Mario Maker on the Switch, you wait until you have these new mechanics and you make a you start developing that after releasing Super Mario Maker, and you release it almost as like an expansion, but it's really just a solo 2D Mario game again.
No, they would just like, you know, they would just
So
use that to justify the $60 price point again. Oh fuck, how do we do this?
Or that, yeah. So you release it with it. So
'Cause
it's
that's,
like,
you know,
here's
that's what they
Super
did
Mario
with,
Maker 2.0 plus a new 2D Mario game.
Because that's what they did with Pokken and Mario Kart, including all the DLC that was already in it, which was already a fuck ton. And then new characters.
Yeah, that would be the way they do it.
Oh fuck.
But it's just, that would be the best idea of going about it, because eventually they will release it anyway, I feel, on the Switch. Because it's still a good game. There's some fucking crazy levels. And it's one of those things where you just keep going back to.
I don't know. My problem with Mario Maker was it developed a meta. You know, like Portal 2 custom levels developed a meta, and that meta was really fucking lame. Because
So just like standard levels is what you mean?
No,
Like
they didn't do standard levels. They did levels that required you to do techniques and whatever that was only possible in Mario Maker. And like,
but I should have maybe rephrased it. But by standard, I just mean like the normal design that you would come across when going through levels. Like it was just was standard across the board of no matter what custom level you would come across.
Your level
it would
isn't
have
good.
this, and this.
Yeah, your level isn't good unless you're doing this, and this.
Okay. Yeah. So it is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. And that sucked. I guess I don't remember where.
Maybe I just liked Witwick's playing it too much.
Hey, let me look at
He
the list of moons here. 15 out of 33, so we almost got half of them.
Got 100 moons.
Which explains why there's a running out of ideas of where to go. I want to move on this soon, but I can't think of. It is a smaller world. Because you were given the choice between going to this one first or the Wooded Kingdom one first. So I guess we're off.
And of course, the water level's the smaller one.
Yeah, I guess. There's a giant snow level. Like I didn't mention it, but swimming in this game is probably the best swimming in any 3D platformer, and it was so simple. All they had to do was make sure the left analog stick does not control your upward or downward movement at all. You use Y and B to move up and down, or X and A to move up and down. Otherwise, there's no influence.
Legit.
So you have way more control, and then you could just take over a fish. That's all you gotta do.
And you could just take over a fish.
I can't believe it took 20 plus years for them to figure that out and how to get good swimming controls. Skip this loading screen. Oh, here we go.
So what was out? What else was on your list outside of Sonic Forces? Because this came from Sonic Forces.
Let me just get some things off. Well, hold on. We have cutscenes to go through first.
Okay.
You thought we were going to the Metro Kingdom now. It's the Cloud Kingdom. We've been interrupted.
Uh-oh.
We got some boss fight. And then there's still like, this is it. This is just an arena and some side parts off, but there's still like 10, at most 20 moons in this world. Oh fuck, we didn't change out of the scuba gear.
It's okay, you're gonna swim in the clouds.
Yeah. Beat the shit out of Bowser. I've been bamboozled. Mario, I don't have
remember
time
that
for you.
time I came to a friend's wedding in scuba gear. Everyone loved it.
Don't you know how stressful this is? He put his scuba gear on really seriously. It's funny. I play on my own playthrough. I played through the whole game with just the regular outfit because I just wanted normal Mario.
The bouquet of piranha plants.
Yeah.
That's cool. I want that in my wedding. I want bouquets of piranha plants.
Yeah, who's ready for that punching? Chat, spam your auras. Spam your aura.
Dude, is this the new ARMS expansion?
Yeah, might as well be. I love how Bowser has his hair parted.
I was thinking, I'm sure it's gonna be an award. Best new original IP, and I'm sure ARMS will be in that list for the Game Awards if there's an award for that.
They said there were 28 categories or something.
And I wanted to ask how much of a shit show you think it's gonna be this year.
If
It's always
Persona 5 is
messy.
not nominated for Game of the Year, I can't. There
We
is
know
nothing
it's not
credible
going to
about
be.
that whole show. If it's not at least nominated, then there's
Dude,
no
it wasn't
credibility to that
credible
show.
when fucking Jeff Keighley gives the fucking award to Hideo Kojima for what was it again?
I
Industry leader or something. Like of course he's an industry leader, but for the last 3 years, there's just Twitter pictures of you and him hanging out as friends.
Yeah.
There's totally bias there. And it was something with him being fired from
hell is
Konami.
What is that emo, Boo Radley? Yeah, he's looking suave. He's looking suave.
Like, I'll give Jeff Keighley credit where he's earned it, which is he knows how to organize an event and host for the most part.
Yeah.
But it's still a joke.
Oh yeah, there's
It's
another kingdom interrupting
like-
us before the Metro Kingdom.
Oh no.
And I'm probably gonna go through this one fast too, because it isn't that big and it has a lot of poison, and I don't like poison. But it has the best enemy, one of the best enemies in this game, and that is the Tropical Wiggler. It's also got super heavy. I feel like it has a super heavy Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's Island? Yeah, Yoshi's Island vibe to it. Especially with these fucking trees. Like, look at those things.
How many new IPs were there this year?
And look at indie games.
We
There
had
were a lot.
ARMS. We had Horizon Zero Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
As forgettable as that game is.
Especially look at that look at that skybox out there. That's so Yoshi's Island.
Oh man.
Okay.
I love Yoshi's Island. What else? What other new IPs? To be something.
I don't know. I can think of like just indie games that came out that Jesus Christ. Chelsea is resubbed for 2
No.
months.
When we say new IPs, it has to be from a AAA developer, unfortunately.
Oh, well, what was that second one you said?
Because indie games are always original. Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, yeah, that was AAA.
Yeah. Call of Duty World War II, the most original game out there.
It was some kid's first World War II video game. Isn't that crazy? That kids are still playing Call of Duty?
It's you say it's crazy, but I have my group of IRL friends all bought it. I warned them against it, and they did it, and all they play is zombies.
Right.
So it's like,
I mean,
there you go. I guess that's all you
Well,
need.
I never liked zombies in the first place, honestly.
But everything else, I guess there's a system within Call of Duty World War II where you can literally watch others open loot boxes.
Yeah, there is.
So it's just it's a bad it's a joke.
Weird.
The game's bad.
Unless you just like a World War II, unless you're still a Call of Duty fan.
But even if you're a Call of Duty fan, I guess just how the systems work, it's not fun. The game's not fun unless you just like zombies because it's just its own standalone thing as always.
Fuck.
But even that has become... Look at these extremely convoluted Easter eggs that was fun at first in the original World at War game. That's now just, if there's no convoluted way of doing it that is just super dumb, then it's...
They have fans? Yeah, you wish your favorite game had sales numbers like Call of Duty still has. Of course they have fans.
Yeah. As much as everyone disliked fucking Infinite Warfare, that still sold quite a bit. It was enough for Activision to say, well, let's go back a bit so people like it again. But it wasn't enough to hurt them. It probably never will be, at least for another decade.
Yeah, and it's gonna catch up like with them like it's catching up on Capcom.
It's a real shame too, because all those people that dislike Call of Duty for being futuristic could have got a real good futuristic game with Titanfall 2 last year.
Right,
but some big head at EA's like, let's release it in between Call of Duty and Battlefield.
Ready for this shit?
So upset about that still. We'll never forgive them for that.
So chat, do you think that's a buck tooth or it's his mouth? You decide.
God.
Yo, it's a xylophone. It's dope. This is the tropical wiggler.
I think it's cuter if it was a buck tooth, so that's what I'm going to pretend it is, even if it isn't.
It's really weird that it's geez, slippery boy. It's I don't know why it's there. I haven't actually looked at it otherwise to know if it is there or not. Yeah, it's there otherwise. I guess it needs that to open the tropical fruits of its inhabitants. Because otherwise it would not be able to do so.
Has anyone used the photo mode in this game while in this caterpillar form and made some kind of ass joke when he just goes by his own ass?
No, but they did that with the dog.
Alright, there you go, I guess.
Yeah, it's worse than you imagined. Don't go away, buddy, I need you. Just kidding. I just need to get over here so we can get these coins. I feel like I missed something else over here. Yes, I did. Oh, shit, no! Fuck, this is...
You should
karma!
go scuba diving in the poison. You'll live.
Yeah, I noticed that it had a very sad face when I got out of it, and I didn't know where it was.
Oh, that's just instant death. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's poison. Mario, thank you. Is this all right? Who's all right? I give you permission to be all right. It's like Kojima.
Is it alright to be watching the stream? Yes. When's Death Stranding? When is that coming to the Switch?
Hi everyone from Tom's Raid. Good question. Fuck,
Hi,
I didn't
Tom's
realize you
Raid.
said Switch. Yeah. Also,
Yeah,
still a
that's-
good question, but probably not gonna happen.
I mean, they said PlayStation and PC, so
Yeah.
maybe it'll be completely multi-platform, but I kinda doubt it.
Not if Sony's funding it. Success. How many fucking raids is it? Success. Is this all right? Was it a two-parter? Were you asking if it was all right, and we confirmed it was, so now it's a success?
Maybe.
I think I put it together. It's 1.
If Tom himself is here, I'd just like to say, Tom, thank you for retweeting my tweet about not buying Battlefront 2.
And Tom Fox
more
has
people who
resubbed
don't-
for 5 months. You sure it's all right?
Oh,
Yeah,
there
it's
you
all
go.
right, Tom.
yeah, it's all right.
It's all right, Tom. You good?
入手アイトズ
More,
オ
more
ール
people
ラ
who
イト
do not buy pay-to-win AAA titles, the better.
What a dynamic raid. You're really changing the game up here,
True.
Tom.
We're truly
2-part
innovating on Twitch live.
a 2-part message raid. Gotta patent that now. Oh, the shopkeep, yeah. In Fire Emblem Warriors when you're going in the menus.
Oh
She
yeah,
repeats
when
that.
did that
Oh, shit.
release?
A few months, a few weeks ago. Only a few weeks ago.
'Cause that was also a big Switch game, right?
I
That's
think
on
that
the
was
Switch?
yeah, it's on Switch and soon on 3DS. So that was a few weeks, maybe just a week before Odyssey.
Nintendo had such a
super
strong
weird.
fucking year.
Yeah. Such a weird time though, a week before Odyssey to release it.
Yeah, so weird. But that's Nintendo, I guess, for you.
Yeah.
But at
they
least
could
it
do
was.
it's you know, it's the opposite of everyone saying where are all the Nintendo games at? Like what do they have? They don't have anything on the Switch and now they do.
And it's also not a clash of audiences, though, because they're two very different games. So there was no risk in sales, probably.
I don't know.
Or at least not as large of a risk.
Yeah, there was still some risk. It was still Nintendo.
Man, at that point, we could also just say that releasing a major title almost every month this year was probably risky, too. But
Yeah, they still did that. And they still
Exactly.
are doing that. Because Xenoblade is in December. And at least I really hope that game is good. I just won't pay 60 for. Same with Fire Emblem Warriors. Is I'm not gonna pay 60 for that game, but I will pay for it once it's not 60.
Well, you know what you're gonna get with Warriors because it's a Warriors game.
Yeah. I'm gonna get plenty of pandering to my favorite fucking Fire Emblem game in it. So I'm okay with it. Huh. It's probably up there. By the way, chat, to reiterate, this is my second playthrough of the game. You can point things out, I guess, but like I am not reading half the time, and you know, don't be rude about it. But anyways, I found it.
Woohoo!
And now I'm also excited to see what what comes out of SMT after playing Persona 5 and currently playing Persona 4. Having a great time with that. I'm planning on, like, I don't know when I want to end this stream, because as soon as I end this stream, I'm gonna do a little more homework and then continue playing Persona 4 because I really want to keep playing that.
Hell yeah.
Everything about these guys is adorable. Aside from the part where they can fall into poison. And it's weird that they've developed and evolution has given them these teeth, I guess. You know, is there anything in the brochure about this? Let me check. If there's anything in the brochure about their teeth.
Is there anything in the guide?
Like, you may think
on,
I'm joking,
during
but I'm
our
literally,
tour
I am.
of Super Mario Odyssey.
I am reading the brochure right now.
Nature's traffic lights.
Huh, guess not. Are there booze in this game? No, I don't think so. There's no Piantas either, which I found was the weirdest thing, is that there weren't any. But no, I don't think there are.
So, did we talk about everything on your list?
No, not even half of it. But I'm just
What
getting.
else was on your list?
Let's see. Let's get
Or
that.
once you're done with whatever you're in the middle of.
You see all the news of fake leaks that came out, like not just fighting game ones, but there's also tons about PSX.
I didn't see anything about PSX recently.
Yeah, like
What have you
all
seen?
the fighting game leaks we were talking about is those were for, there was a number of them that were for PSX, like what was it? I would have to go look at it, but there was a bunch of ones that were about what we're gonna see at PSX.
Do you remember
mixed.
any
There
on
was
the top of your head?
there were Sony sources. There was a Blizzard one that it said that Hearthstone was coming to Switch. So it's I don't know how one insider has that much information.
What does that have to do with PSX?
Yeah, see, they have so much. They leak so much info at once. It like hurts the believability of it. Oh yeah, we gotta
Like,
go up.
Was that something that they were supposed to like announce at BlizzCon? Because that
Yeah,
was
that's
just
the weird thing is BlizzCon's over. Why didn't they announce it there?
yeah, that sounds completely fake. Because why would something Nintendo related and Blizzard related be announced at a PlayStation event?
No,
That's-
it's not all about PSX. It's not all about PSX. It's just
Oh, it
info in
wasn't
general.
grouped. Okay, it wasn't. grouped
That's
up
what.
with
But
that.
that's
My
the thing
mistake.
is like, how does he have inside info on Nintendo and everything going on? Shit. Nope. Yeah, there we go. That's exactly what I
Yeah,
wanted, actually.
And that doesn't sound like something they would save for something in December, because they're not doing anything special in December. They don't need to announce anything in December to just keep up with news or anything. That would have been something at BlizzCon, because that would have been huge news.
Yeah.
That's not just a throwaway thing where you just announce it one day.
Maybe they didn't want to put Diablo to too much shame. But you know what?
You can't put Diablo to shame if you don't talk about it,
Yeah,
which is
exactly.
exactly what they did.
They'll bury it even more in the ground. They didn't want to beat it
At least
more to the
last year
ground.
they mentioned the Necromancer class or something. This
Yeah.
year, nothing. It's just nothing.
Completely forgot about this entire area. No! Anyways, early January Nintendo Direct. Yeah, it said that there was a lot of talk about an early Nintendo Direct in January. I almost said direct.
See, now that would make sense, I guess, if you put Hearthstone there and Blizzard saved it with a direct. That's the only case I could see it happening, I guess.
Let's take it safe, I guess.
But it's still strange.
Yeah.
But no, going back to PSX, you know what would be funny? It won't happen. Is if they have Dragon Ball Fighters announcements there, and they just completely drop how they've been supporting Xbox.
Yeah, there's so much Xbox support on that game.
Like, even at the Xbox One X launch, they had test builds for Dragon Ball Fighters, because Microsoft must have paid them something to do it, not outside of
Like they didn't even have sticks at the
getting
station.
the slot at E3.
Everyone had to play with Xbox One controllers that game.
That's just, but that would be funny if they just kind of, they're like a contract ends and they just go to PlayStation. Like,
Yeah.
we'll have all our test builds on your console now.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, that's where the game's gonna sell the most anyway. Because
Yeah.
at least console-wise,
You know, it would also sell better on the Switch than on Xbox One.
it may
that's a
sell
fact.
well on PC though. The very first Dragon Ball game on PC, which was Xenoverse, sold extremely well. Which
Yeah.
is why they put Xenoverse 2 on
Yeah,
PC.
Xenoverse is also a game that would work on it, but fighters could. Because Tekken is still seeing success on
Xenoverse
PC.
2 is on Switch.
Yeah, it is. I mean on PC. Like, Xenoverse is the kind of game that works well on PC.
I get it now.
And
Okay.
maybe fighters can see that because Tekken has definitely had success on PC.
I can see it happening, especially since we're not going to have those people of, why is it 2D?
Yeah,
You won't have that on PC.
it's crazy.
'Cause, yeah, I can't believe that comment was so popular.
I can't believe Rave hasn't come in.
Me neither. Did he ever reply to you?
No.
He.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
he did. He
did.
said
Yeah, he
"fucking
did.
lol."
Yeah. So
Lol.
I wasn't expecting him to come in. Well, yes, I was because he always does. But, anyways, what's with the? Oh, right, the thing. Here's our glidey boy. Here's our glidey fella. The one thing I've developed about this game that I do not like is anything that gives you or intentionally inhibits your control. So I talked about it on Tom's stream. I don't remember talking about it on this one, but kinda the glidey boy, the
Graves
Jaxie.
hopping in 10 minutes. Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to.
Jaxie.
You know.
What was the other one? Yeah, we can fix the Odyssey now. The fucking sheep. Fuck the sheep. I hate the sheep. We need a wiggler for that one. Can I get out of here? Oh, there's a thing over here. And it drives me nuts. Like, there's a... Oh my god. The sheep. Is the most aggravating thing in this game is the sheep. Like, even the flower that makes you run really fast can kind of get a grasp on that one, but things like Jaxie are intentionally made to, like, be hard to control. Like, I don't like to do them. And that's okay, because there's hundreds of other stars I could be doing instead of those ones, so no big deal. Moons. Called moons in this game. My next one was I wanted to talk about that GameStop sale that they fucked up.
Oh yeah, I completely missed majority of information.
Oh, I know
there.
what
I just know from what you
one I
talked
missed.
about.
There was the so it was a pro sale. It was for like pro members only, and so it was like feeling a lot like oh no, it's over there, I think. It was felt a lot like Prime Day, but you know, for GameStop people. I saw that coming.
Sounds like something they should have done on Black Friday.
Yeah, it's might as well, but anyways, you know, get your money early, I guess, because a couple places are doing that.
Amazon is starting in 4 days.
Yeah, exactly. Why'd I come back over here? Damn it. And so when the sale went live at like midnight on the day it did, there were glitches in the discounts, and none of those prices went through, unfortunately. But there were sales like Final Fantasy 15 was free on Xbox One. Getting the other ones I ordered. There was like a bunch of games that were inadvertently free because of it. It was really funny.
Man,
there was a VR headset that was free. Like one of the ones you put your phone in. Not one of like a legit one. Not no Oculus.
If only GameStop was an extremely successful private company like Steam instead of one on the edge of bankruptcy, they would have just never given it a second thought.
Oh, it's Captain Toad.
Given you all that stuff for the cheap prices.
And then there were some that were like heavily discounted, like there was an Assassin's Creed bundle that was like $15. It came with I think it was the Ezio collection. Came with all those.
Speaking of sales, real quick, you know how affordable it is to be able to start playing 3DS games now?
Yeah.
A 2DS is $80.
Yeah, it is. And
that's insane.
Yeah, because it's still an ongoing console yet. Now, if you get an old 2DS, you won't be able to play two games that probably matter in Xenoverse and Hyrule Warriors, maybe, but you won't be able to play Fire Emblem Warriors on an old 3DS as well.
And for whatever reason, I still feel it's forced. Some of the emulator games, the Super Nintendo.
Oh, no, that's not. That's legit how shitty the 3DS hardware is.
That's just depressing then.
I talked about that. Mother 3 is impossible to emulate on an old DS because it does not have the memory for it, for those certain Game Boy Advance games.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it physically could not. And there's these connection things like that you can do with like a homebrew, a soft modded 3DS that aren't physically possible otherwise. Like remote controlling it through Wi-Fi or streaming your 3DS to your PC. Those aren't physically like, those are possible on the old 3DS, but with the streaming thing, it goes like at 1 frame a second, and for controls, it like just barely works, and it's because of how bad the CPU and the Wi-Fi card are inside the 3DS, the old 3DS. Yeah, the old 3DS was garbage.
Yeah, and there's really just no point anymore to get a 3DS unless there's just that killer title you absolutely need. Otherwise, just wait for something
Which
similar
there are
to
a
come
lot
to the
of.
Switch.
The 3DS has a remarkable amount of amazing games on it. But it's not holding you, like, if you get them all physical, that's fine, but like if you want to own games digitally, I don't think they, oh shit, there's a moon right there.
I still have a normal 3DS XL. I don't have a new one. Unfortunately.
Well, we're off to Metro City, but we're gonna go right back because we need we got to get that moon. I can't just let the game do that to me. Or was that the? I think that's the one you get when you come back to it through a painting. So, anyways. Sorry about that. Still, while we have some of Tom's people here, so we all know about the Pokemon anime, the Sun and Moon one, that has killer animation to it, and I
just real quick, I know it was on Disney XD, so I was recording episodes and I kept watching it for, when did that start? May?
maybe earlier.
I stopped back in August or September because we were still in the Pokemon school and I got so bored. It was starting to be one of those cartoons where it's just, oh, where's the wacky adventure this episode, instead of, I'm gonna go do the island trials.
Right.
It was a completely different Pokemon and I got so bored because I just wanted to start seeing him actually battle
Forget
people
about it.
and get better.
But there's still so much like people don't like its art style or animation, and I'm so confused on that.
I am too. It looks really nice.
It looks, I think it's entirely rose tinted glasses, because everything about like the old Pokemon series, it's nothing like going from like what DBZ is now with like generic anime to what it used to be with ridiculous amounts of attention to shading and everything. It was never anything like that. Like Pokemon was always a stiff as fuck anime, and now it's not. It's like fucking really lively and soft edges, circular edges.
Yeah, it looks really nice. That was why I started watching it. It's just a shame that nothing ever happened on that show.
Yeah. And it's
like one of the episodes that I just quit on this episode, it had something to do with baseball. What the hell are they doing playing baseball?
The Pokemon is all fucking filler.
Like, there's a filler episode in Dragon Ball Super with baseball, but at least that was fun.
Yeah. It's all
gonna
filler.
end it on Yamcha in the Cybermen pose at the fucking end of the episode.
Ooh.
So dumb.
But I
so perfect though.
Like literally all of older Pokemon animation beforehand was intentionally cheap, to not to the point where it looks mediocre like, you know, Sailor Moon and Super did before their Blu-ray releases. They never did that, but the way that Pokemon Sun and Moon is as an anime is now is efficient, because it all used to be hand-drawn. It was hand-drawn up until Sun and Moon, and now it isn't anymore. It's all done on digitally. Fuck. Looking at chat and trying to control a camera that I can't actually control.
When is that new Pokemon movie premiere? I know it aired in Japan or something because people talk about it.
No
I want to
idea.
see that.
Oh,
Because that's
hey.
like a new
Got it,
take
yeah.
on the original series.
He was ready for the best tune in the game. Oh, it's not open yet. Never mind. We'll get back to it. Let's go beat this boss so we can just unlock the world.
So, quickly before we move on, did you see any reviews on Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon?
No,
That I
that
haven't
comes
heard
out this
anyone
Friday,
talk
doesn't
about.
it?
Oh, that's not even out yet?
No, that's out on Friday. It leaked, and the embargo is, I think, up. Maybe.
Oh, see,
But no,
I
it's
thought
not
that
out till
came out
Friday.
at least a week or two ago.
No, it leaked a week or two ago, so that's probably why.
Okay.
I haven't touched it though, so I'm just
It's like-
waiting.
I have no desire to go back in Sun and Moon.
I have enough.
And then most of that's because because there's so many battles that have more than 2 Pokemon on screen, my game would always lag.
Right.
And it's frustrating.
Yeah, it's so annoying, and even though like Sun and Moon is a different engine. Oh shit. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. Sun and Moon is a different engine. It still did that. Like it was kind of better. No, yeah, they needed to do that because they wanted to have the player characters on screen too. I think I've heard that doesn't happen on new 3DSs, on the newer hardware. That only happens on the old hardware.
It's at that point that I'm just like, I'm not gonna get a whole new 3DS just to play.
Yeah.
Just to buy also a new Pokemon game that's in the same region. I'm just gonna wait for whatever Game Freak is working on for the Switch.
Which is why 3DS emulation was bound to be popular, except there was a very common issue. It was actually an audio issue. The entire reason Pokemon or 3DS emulation for Pokemon wasn't happening unless you turned off sound, because it would literally, like, the game, I don't know if it was X and Y or Sun and Moon, but it would just crash when you like leveled up your first level up because of the sound of leveling up.
That's hilarious.
And they recently fixed that. So maybe Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon will work, and then people maybe can get a frame rate, but that emulation is, as we've seen on this channel with all the games all the 3DS emulated games I streamed, still pretty early. I tried Samus Returns because like the only thing seriously killing that game for me is still the controls, and I just want to play with a normal fucking controller, but it's not gonna happen. And it's apparently it's only a me thing. No one else has any complaints about the game's controls.
Oh, well, in that case, you're just bad.
I guess so.
I don't know the details there, though.
I think the
never tried
PS4
playing it.
controller is the greatest controller ever made because I can play everything with it, and it just works. I'm playing this with it. I'm just missing out on gyroscope and motion controls, though, which sucks. Because it would help with aiming parts if I just had gyroscope, but I don't. Also, some commands there's not really any commands that are impossible to do without motion controls, but motion controls are way more efficient in some cases. I didn't think he would reach up. It just works, yeah. You know what just works is the Skyrim port or the Switch port of Skyrim. It just works apparently.
Man, so who's forgotten already? I just saw an ad for it, which is why I haven't. That Skyrim's coming to PlayStation in VR form.
Yeah, for $60 again.
That's crazy.
So if y'all want to pay $60 for Skyrim again, I'm trying to get a free copy of it on Switch. But I'm not gonna pay $60. I don't have VR. And if I did, I feel like fucking cheated that I paid, you know, hundreds of dollars for VR, and now I gotta pay $60 more for a game, like an actual game.
Dude, that's their gold mine. They've re-released it every fucking year somehow.
Yeah, and it's not.
And then when Elder
same
Scrolls
game.
6 comes out, it's gonna be casualized so much because of how popular the 5th was, and we're gonna have a Fallout 4 again.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that there needs to be a Diablo-like game on a Switch. There's like every kind of genre of game will work on Switch, but that's one that should happen.
Man, if only there was a title like Diablo that could be released on the Switch.
Yeah.
Like maybe Diablo. Blizzard, your game's not dead.
There's still hope. There's a lot of hope. Like there would be a lot of money in that.
You can release your game that you've completely forgotten about on a Nintendo console.
What the hell is going on? It's not shooting or aiming. What is going on? It's a wired controller. It can't be wireless interference. That's super weird. Yeah, debatably it wasn't worth it when it first came out. I love Skyrim. I put tons of hours into it, but you know why I put tons of hours into it? Because, you know, it's a Bethesda game. Your first playthrough is bound to fuck up. And I'm aware of all those tricks to avoid Bethesda games because I played enough of them. But sometimes you just cannot avoid a Bethesda game from not working. Why am I not?
It's literally just hardwired.
Why am I
into
not
their
moving?
games.
Well, so weird. Normally the tank doesn't control that wonky. Modded the shit out of it. Yeah, that was my problem, was they made Skyrim, they took features out of Skyrim so they can be mods later. And and that's what I was afraid of. Stop moving. I was afraid of them doing that with Fallout 4, and that was even worse. It wasn't mods, it was the entire fucking workshop in game. All the building shit. It was a huge deterrent for the entire game. I
still don't see how Bethesda thought, with a pre-existing game for years, thought it was a good idea to introduce paid mods onto a title. I know that wasn't the focus of this conversation, but it just, every time we talk about mods in Skyrim, it's bound to come up, so I'll be the first to bring it up.
I lost my first Skyrim save because of the encryption error between Oblivion and Skyrim saves. Also a PS3 version, so it was the most broken one. Yeah, it was. That sucks.
It's just, but like, how do you think that people would receive that well?
Yeah, I was garbage and gave Fallout 4 a shot, and I really regret that. It sucks.
Like, the idea of paid mods, as long as creators have the choice of also making their mods free, isn't a bad idea. Just don't do that for a game that's been out for 3-4 years already.
Right. What?
Now, if they were to have first introduced it with Fallout 4, and at the very beginning on stage said, and you don't have to go through our program, it's only if you feel that you want to be paid for it, everyone would have been happy.
Yeah, let's go get some new
And
duds.
if people weren't, then you could say they're entitled and be right, and say it's the player's fault at that point.
Peter Moore is gonna say that anyways. I noticed this weird trend in games where you have to, it says A to talk to someone and it doesn't work. It's very common. It's like, I guess everyone.
Are you sure you're just not pressing what you think is A?
No, everyone I watch play it. It's a very common thing in Final Fantasy 15. You can ask anyone, you can watch anyone play Final Fantasy 15, and when they walk in front of an NPC to talk to them, they're gonna jump first. Because jump and talk are the same button, same as in this game. It's just super tight for some reason. Or we can be Black Suit Mario. We got so much money. What was I getting money for? Oh, I know what we're getting money for. Anyways.
So, what was next on your list? I don't know where we left off from.
I don't either. I cross these off because I talked about them.
Mario Maker outfit.
Yeah. The next Splatoon thing was finally announced, finally. We'll do a stream of that this Saturday. It's sci-fi versus fantasy. And the art depicts a medieval depiction of fantasy. in case there's any
Okay, so
confusion.
medieval. What about sci-fi? Like sci-fi fantasy or sci-fi?
Oh fuck, they changed it on me. Fuck you, game. What do you mean? Say that again?
So are we talking like sci-fi Star Wars or sci-fi Star Trek?
Why, I guess both. Fuck, I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking idiot.
Well,
I
I
know what to
mean-
do. Fuck.
Sci-fi fantasy has like magic in it too, which is Star Wars, the Force. But then sci-fi Star Trek is just a place that seems basically realistic hundreds of years from now without the magic.
It's sci-fi. It's just sci-fi. I don't know what to tell
Okay,
you.
so no magic, no
Yeah.
fantasy. In
Yeah.
that case, sci-fi, because medieval sucks.
Oh wait, I think we can get a. No, we can't get another one. Okay.
Unless medieval is like Game of Thrones, in which case medieval.
Why would it not be?
Well, again, is it just gritty with no magic?
It's one
Or-
picture, man. I don't know what to tell. It's a dude. It's a squid kid in fucking chivalry armor.
Look, I need details, Nintendo. You've got to hook me up. You gotta let me know. These details are extremely important to making my choice. Always making it so hard.
Good morning, hilarious prank inside.
It was way more than 10 minutes you're banned.
I'm sorry.
Nine times out of 10, you jump if you are moving, talk if you're not. If the talk jump buttons are mapped to the same button, yeah, it's only in like some games that like do that, but it's more recent ones. I guess because they don't want you to accidentally talk to someone instead of jump, because that would be annoying as fuck.
I love jumping on people's faces instead of talking to them.
Maybe you should just jump up in the air and jump without a care.
Swing your arms from side to side.
So I don't really have any
Come
more
on, it's time.
to say on Splatoon 2. There wasn't much to go off of there. Talk about.
Well, medieval or sci-fi? Why?
With the only knowledge I know, sci-fi.
It's enough. What about Mass Effect? Got Mass
Yeah,
Effect,
what about
Star
L.
Wars,
Ron
Star Trek.
Hubbard? He started a religion,
I'll
Yeah.
say sci-fi. I said sci-fi.
even though medieval fantasy is objectively better.
What makes you say that?
L. Ron Hubbard.
Fuck.
Oh, this I don't know if this
There.
is on your list. Amazon's gonna remake Lord of the Rings, I guess.
Yeah,
Put
that
in a
was- that
TV
was
series.
Just announced.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
that's really strange, and I really don't care. it's I don't know why they're doing that, honestly.
Yeah,
If it's
'cause
just remaking it, but in a TV series form, it's just what's the point?
add the
we just-
pointless stuff like Tom Bombadil,
It
but
was worth it.
you gotta have like some sort of balls of steel to re-add Tom Bombadil
It's
into
a
Lord of the
prequel.
Rings.
Chat says.
We just had The Hobbit, so wh-
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So, The Hobbit? Or I guess, was there an in-between time?
I don't.
Well,
I don't
The
know,
Hobbit
it's
is
just-
the prequel to Lord of the
Right,
Rings.
that's what I'm saying.
So they're gonna go even further prequel than The Hobbit? Like,
would make
I don't
no
get it.
sense
I don't
at all.
understand.
I don't know, I shouldn't have just read a headline. I should have read the article.
Are they just going to cover the like war between Sauron and the? Because that's not a good idea.
I don't know.
Why don't we just not touch
It's gonna get
Lord of
fucking
the Rings anymore?
changed anyways, so maybe it's a good idea.
Since it's so old.
Entertainment-wise. Depends if
Yeah, but
it's Lord of the Rings. Depends if they do entertainment or just really long.
the lore facts will throw a fit.
Right. Oh shit.
Why doesn't Amazon just throw money at George R. R. Martin to complete his Game of Thrones books? Let's just
That'd
do
be
that.
a lot better idea.
George R. R. Martin, if you actually start writing, we'll pay you $200,000 more a year.
Article wasn't clear.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Wait. Is this a real source? Like they made a public announcement, or is it like the Zelda Netflix
Amazon made a
series?
public announcement, I believe.
Okay, because I'm still waiting on that Zelda Netflix series, guys. It's so weird how what kind of articles can just cause traction. You know, it's like how fucking the most random leaks that have no source, like verification to it at all, can just catch attention. Just because someone put it in a paste bin and then put it on V, and now it's gonna go around everywhere.
If
Or
it's,
just threw it on
it depends on
Tumblr
what people
or
really
Reddit.
fucking
I
want.
hate this.
Oh, that was a good swing.
What if this whole thing was just made just create marketing, and then like somebody will just come in with a stack of papers like, all right, I think this is a good idea, guys. People are talking about it now because we made this rumor. And
Right,
just
they do
slams
that.
it on the table.
They do that, yeah. They mentioned both The Hobbit and possibly further back.
Dude, Nintendo's pulling that off real good then with all the Mother 3 rumors. We still haven't gotten it.
Yeah.
They're doing a real good job.
Like it's like the status of those rumors though is like consistent, and right now it's done. It's just not being released yet, which makes sense, because there's a lot of games they have released right now, and that's still gonna be big in the West. They don't want to cover that up.
They're gonna start releasing huge AAA titles twice a month instead of once a month.
Oh, that'd be
this
so
year.
bad. They did that.
And then
though.
Mother 3's just gonna pop up in the middle of 2 of those
Yeah,
at some
that's the
point,
problem.
and everyone's gonna be like, "Wait, what?"
They need to stop releasing so many big games at once now before they can do. How long was this here?
Oh, they're gonna slow down. I imagine they're gonna slow down.
Yeah, I mean,
This is
as long
just-
as I'm
they
not like
need-
paying
They
attention
needed
to
strong
Xenoverse.
titles this year.
Like, this is why I'm starting to play Persona 4 is now, because I have time to do it until the next big thing comes out, which on my list is, I think, Yakuza, which is not for a while in 2018. Is this the right pipe out of here?
If they just release Yakuza 0 on the PC, they could start printing money.
Yeah, I could. Well, Sega just got Yakuza going, so we'll see.
If you just release Halo 3 on PC, you could be printing money. But Microsoft
they did.
just yeah, in Russia in
Yeah.
a free-to-play format.
I can't believe they did
And
that.
so
and then
many
they did
people-
do it.
And so many people tried to get it to work, and it's just not the same thing. But if you were to release Halo 3 or even just the Master Chief Collection on PC, easy money. It's so easy. But no, we want guys, we want you to buy our Xbox and buy our inferior Halo game. No, fuck you.
The whole thing with the Halo thing too, like the reason why there's Halo Forge on the PC is because Microsoft said, "Hey, you guys need to put something on the PC, otherwise we're going to stop."
Oh
They
yeah,
just did, like, a
that was
Passive aggressive bullshit Forge.
that was a great year for Nintendo. Was the year where the entire like beginning of the year was DLC content, and then the second half of the year was games. That was a super good direction they went with in that particular year. So that'd be great if they
Yeah.
did that again, and they totally can now.
Microsoft finally gave us Halo games, but it was Halo 5 Forge and Halo Wars. So it's just,
Yeah,
eh.
and they didn't need to test the one.
Not
Oh
for
shit! I
this
hit the wrong
face.
button. It's literally hit any button to do your zap move, and I hit the one that detaches Mario.
Nice, you just jump off
Mario
the
just
wire.
falls.
I hope there
Cloud.
isn't a GBA classic at all, because there's well, maybe because yeah, the Game Boy Micro was pretty cool. Well, no, yeah, they need to do that because the Game Boy Micro was not a playable Game Boy. That was more of just a collector's item. Like, if anyone has a Game Boy Micro, they know that.
Yeah,
That thing was
and
not
I
meant
lost
to.
my charger.
That thing was not meant
What's-
to last or be played constantly on.
What was the NES and SNES consoles that they released?
NES Classic, SNES Classic.
Oh, they're just called Classic.
Yeah, the
When are
name's
they
kinda
gonna
mixed.
release a? When are they gonna release a Game Boy Advance Classic, where it's just a Game Boy
Yeah, that's
with
what Chad's saying.
40 downloaded games? Yeah.
N64
want that.
Classic. I want
There's no
that.
excuse for a Game Boy. You know how small storage is? I just pick up an SD card. It's probably gonna hold not 100 gigabytes, several gigabytes. You can fit the entire Game Boy and Game Boy Color library on probably less than a megabyte. There's no
Give me-
excuse.
No, I want Game Boy Advance. Just throw all their classic titles on there, plus all their Pokemon games, and oh my god, I'd be set for
Just
life.
Emerald. Like if it's just Game Boy Advance, all they
Yeah,
need is Emerald.
the director cut games.
Mm-hmm.
So Emerald.
If they go further back, then they need Crystal and Yellow.
Dude,
Well,
that'd be nice,
Actually, Yellow's up for debate, so.
well, they have the remakes of the Kanto region, so just put Leaf Green and Fire Red on there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, duh.
because
It'd be
those
nice to
were
have the
great.
Sonic
I love
Advances.
those.
Actually wanted the Game Boy Micro. It's a good thing you didn't get it. I had a dog that chewed up mine, and I still need to get a replacement skin for it. It's just too tiny. If they make a Game Boy Micro, it's got to be smartphone sized, like straight up. But they can't. They have to make it thick too, because otherwise that just fits awkward. It's Nintendo. They know how to make a portable product anyway. So.
When am I gonna get my Tamagotchi Classic?
Yeah.
I want the Digimon edition, baby.
And when are they gonna release the homebrew for Tamagotchis?
When am I gonna get my Bop It Classic?
Mario got his football, so. Oh, we don't need that guy yet.
Hey Hasbro, when am I gonna get your board game classic machine?
If you really wanted to, the SNES and NES Mini Classic are modded now to basically function like Raspberry Pis, where they play just other ROMs. They got that
That's
going.
fantastic.
Yeah. Or you can just buy a Raspberry Pi, which I, as someone who has a Raspberry Pi, is not gonna shut the fuck up about.
It was a smart buy. That's it.
It was a smart $40 buy. And not everyone's trying to get it. Oh, I didn't even do. Hold on, there's something I haven't even done on my regular playthrough.
I still, as much as I understand the nostalgia for old titles, I still don't know why people are desperate for like the classic consoles.
Oh, it's a powerful thing, especially when playing them. I could be playing Persona 4 on PlayStation TV and playing the objectively better version of it, but I'm playing it on a PS2 with slow load times and save times. You know, I have a whole bunch of classic consoles, but I love playing on them anyways. There's a powerful thing to nostalgia.
That's scary.
You just have to, I don't know how in tuned you are with it, because what was your first console? It was
PlayStation 2 that I
Exactly.
owned.
Yeah.
I owned. I've
Right.
played other consoles before that, but that was the first one that I could call my own.
Right, exactly. For anyone that's been playing it since NES
But that,
days.
my favorite games on PlayStation 2 were Star Wars Battlefront 2,
Yeah.
Jack and Daxter series, and the Budokai and Budokai Tenkaichi series.
Yeah.
But if those were to be released on a better console,
There would be no point to going
as long
back.
as I can play the game, I'll just play the game.
Yeah.
I
And my
don't care
problem is that it's
it's
gonna. If I want to get a PS Vita or a PS TV, I would have to pay like 40 to 60 bucks, and then I would have to get the game, which would be another 20 bucks probably.
like the Jack and Daxter remasters, all 3 games in one bundle on a fucking more powerful console.
Yeah.
It just
Well, you
makes
need to get
more
that console.
sense, I guess.
Oh,
Right,
geez.
yeah.
And as of right now, the Wii is probably the
It's-
best emulator that it's ever gonna be produced ever. But you know, there is no other modern option right now since it isn't on Switch yet.
And with the SNES and NES classics, it's like, well, they've already had emulators, so you've played these games multiple times outside of the original console.
Yeah.
They're continuing to be sold.
It was already up
You
here?
can emulate it yourself on a PC. It doesn't even have to be extremely powerful.
Right. There's
So I just don't see this whole rush to get the classics when there's so many other options to do the same exact thing. Whereas with Jack and Daxter, there wasn't.
right. Yeah, and like also
But it was
save
also
states.
mass produced.
It's friendlier with save states than other things. Yeah, it's mass produced and it's also legal. That's another thing, is it's legal.
Yeah.
Not everyone has the tools to rip their ROMs from their own NES and SNES cartridges. That's a lot of coins over there.
Just have a receipt of when you purchased your game 20 years ago. I'm sure you have that lying around, right?
Yeah, well. I gotta go all the way back down. Oh, I wonder if the moped's active before the game is finished. I don't know if the... No, it would have been up here. Yeah, no, there's no moped yet.
Oh,
So
man.
what was next on the list? I thought we left off on Splatoon, right?
Yeah.
I got way off track. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's the whole point of it.
I want to see if we can get through that list tonight. There's a lot to talk about. A lot's been going on.
Yeah, it's mostly all done now.
Did you end up talking about BlizzCon stuff?
No, I didn't
Or
really.
do you just not care?
There was nothing I wanted to talk about except the what's in the loot box thing.
the fucking YouTuber that was supposed to be in it, I guess.
Yeah, and there was a panel.
So it was...
Oh shit! Oh, I did it. There was a panel at BlizzCon called "What's in the Loot Box," and the idea was these YouTubers had a giant loot box, and they were gonna bring it on stage, and the entire panel was going to be theorizing on what could be in it, and then they were gonna make a big reveal of what was in it. What happened was they didn't get the loot box past
Customs.
Yeah, customs. So they didn't have a box. So they just spent the entire time sitting on stage speculating and improving what would have been on in that thing. And then at the end of it, the YouTuber that was supposed to be in it came out and said, "Hey guys, haha, I was supposed to be in it." And then that was the conference. And then you could see on the live stream of it, if you had the pass for it, you can see everyone just leaving after that. And they weren't done. It was like, "Hi guys, I was supposed to be in it," and then everyone started leaving.
In other words, if the loot box wasn't there, so it was a disappointment, and if the loot box was there, it was going to be a bigger disappointment. So if anything, it saved us the trouble of being extremely disappointed and only got us to be disappointed.
Oh yeah, the Game Boy Micro was extremely tiny. If you had big hands, there was no point into it.
Yeah,
If you had
it's like,
bad eyesight, there was no point to it.
it's about the size, like the lengthwise, it's about the size of a credit card.
Yeah,
And width
basically.
Oh
just
my
half
god.
Oh yeah, yeah. And that
the
screen was
fuck?
really tiny.
Might as well just make it an SD card. Holy shit.
Yeah, see, it was so tiny. So like, I hope if they do a classic, they don't make it that tiny, because that's so hard to see.
Like it's literally something that came with a keychain, so you could put it on your keys.
Yeah. Except it was a
So
collector's
weird.
item, and if you did that, you were gonna get a damage, and then it was gonna break.
Yeah.
Why would you ever make something like that so small for
Collector's
any
item.
reason?
Yeah, if you lived in
So-
Japan where you have tiny hands.
You could say that. Fuck. And then, yeah, that panel was a bust.
So Mario controlling bullet bills, does this just confirm that bullet bills are stupid since Mario can just make it go in any direction he wants?
Well, he can control non-stupid things too. He just limits his power.
He's like Goku.
Yeah. He doesn't really have limits. He doesn't have like physical limits. He just chooses not to possess. Because there are humans he can possess. Let's go to that one human.
No, but I mean like bullet bills shoot in one direction or auto lock on something.
Yeah.
But Mario just goes into it and chooses to go wherever he wants.
Well, why
So
would
are the
they go
bullet
anywhere
bills
else?
just that stupid?
They're
No,
probably just
they have nothing else to do.
Their sole purpose is to just go in one direction forever?
Yeah, the Koopas.
That's
the
even
Koopas
more
go
simple
back and
than a
forth.
shark.
The Koopas go back and forth. Some of them just walk off edges and die. And we can
They've got-
possess this human.
they've got their orders. They gotta follow them to the T.
This is kind of weird to control.
Mario World's so depressing.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking deep lore, and this game just makes it even deeper.
Hey Austin, after
Yeah.
you do that, can you just break his RC card?
Yeah, you can.
Just whack it.
Yeah, you can. Here, let me get it right in front of him so he can watch. But you can break his RC car.
I've been wanting to see this in action. I saw a screenshot.
Don't break it. Oh, hey, there's the scooter. Here you go, man. I got you a new scooter. Don't break it. Here you go. Hey, I got you a scooter. Want a scooter? Make it feel
The
better.
scooter hops.
Here you go. Here, ride this into the track instead.
That's so much better.
Yeah, let's play Grand Theft Auto.
I'm gonna be totally honest. I thought you said you could ride this into the traffic instead. Just...
Yeah. This is GTA, Mario. Alright, let's go back to where we were. Because I remembered things we can do at the park. Oh, actually, the letters aren't there yet. Mario isn't hailed as a hero just yet. Yay! Did we get the bassist? I don't remember getting the bassist. Don't know if we go back for the bassist real quick. No, we didn't. And we'll go do the other cart thingy later. And there's another thing you can do with the cart. Let's get this guy. Playing that 75M bass line.
So did anyone here see Thor Ragnarok? Because I didn't, and I've heard it was okay. But
I
I've
heard
also heard
really
I could
good
totally
things.
skip it.
I heard really good things. Miguel was praising it, and Miguel never praises a movie.
Oh man.
I think
which
it's
movie?
Thor Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok.
Ooh.
So
I've been hearing bad things about it, but if Miguel likes it, and I know he's got a good opinion, not these crappy YouTubers.
right. So I'm really interested in seeing it. I just haven't had anyone to watch it with, and just no time.
Come to Chicago. We'll go to the theater.
I fucked up.
$5 Tuesdays. Let's go. Although it's probably gonna cost you more than $5 to fly out here, but you know, the trade-off.
I was gonna say, speed it up, ladies. I think I have to get 30, and honestly, I don't like doing the jump rope, so we're only gonna give it like 2 attempts.
On an off note, I just drank an energy drink, and now I feel a lot more sleepy.
Nice.
Give it a
Gibbs.
Nice. We're done with that. Let's see who
did
everyone we know is. Let's see what their jump rope records are.
What other movies came out recently that were supposed to be big? Justice
Oh my
League
God,
comes
he
out
just
Friday,
jumped on
and I
her
think
head.
that's gonna be a disaster.
Yeah, probably.
Because all the ads for it, it's only CG. Everything they're in is CG. I don't think there's one practical prop or anything in that entire film. I'm
Alright,
gonna be
let's
honest.
see.
I don't even know if the actors are real.
Let's see.
What
Some of the
movie is
people
this?
from the stream are here. Relax, Alex. If anyone knows him, we go way back. Dex. There's Omnio at 98. There's Cheat at 119, and Tom has the most at 295.
There's something wrong with Tom.
There's
He's too
people
good.
that have hundreds and thousands, and I don't. What are they doing? You know how long that has to take? Like, it's
Dude.
nuts to me.
Workout Wednesdays. Fuck you.
All right, here we go. Now we
Fucking-
Yakuza.
Shitting on Tom for exercising. Piece of shit.
Ooh. You know, the Sega arcade in Japan has this, or something like this.
Yeah.
It's huge, and you control it in like a little arcade cabinet.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's super easy. You just get the first star from it, but the second star you got to get from this has a pretty crazy time. And we'll look at
Me.
times. 27. Tom is not real. All right, you got us. Because you can't. The other thing is
Tom is a product of Nintendo.
you can't get the like first place star that goes here, or like the others in like the other races until you like finish the world or even finish the game, I think. So you could like get that better time, but you're not gonna get a reward from it until you finish it. So let's see here. I'm at 27 seconds. Who's back here? All right. Here's Cheat at 24 seconds. Tom at 23 seconds, which is probably more than you need for the second star, for the second moon.
You got what I eat. You say you're just a baker. You're my hot pockets maker. Oh, baby.
Where did I go? Okay.
I know Halloween is past, Rafe, but you watch a lot of Netflix. Did you watch that original movie when it came out, The Babysitter?
Oh, I loved that. I wanted to
I
do
tried getting my friend to watch it, and he only lasted like halfway through and got bored of it. And I thought it was awesome for the most part.
You should have slapped your friend.
Like, I found it so over the top, it was funny.
It was great because it was over
Shut
the top.
my
It was,
boob! Who does that?
and it was just a lampoon of all the classic horror tropes. It was amazing.
When the guy's getting chased and then his bully shows up and he's like, dude, you can't take that shit from him. And stops trying to murder him while he tries to deal with the bully. Like,
Yeah.
It was dumb. I loved it. It was fun dumb. It wasn't just stupid dumb.
Yeah. Like that, I really loved that movie. I wanted to do like a after stream thing, or after I did Mr. Bones, but then I realized, oh shit, I got shit to do the next day, so I couldn't do it. Just gather up the people in the Discord and say, hey, we're watching this movie right now.
And you're more familiar with some of the cartoons than I am.
Under 20
but
seconds, 26 seconds. Okay, that's pretty doable.
But the main woman, by any chance, does she voice Star from that Disney show?
I've been meaning to watch that. I haven't gotten to see it yet.
I've seen a couple episodes of that, and not only does she look like the character on the show for whatever reason, but she totally sounds like her too, with just how she talks.
Honestly,
and
from
I
the
could not explain it.
advertisements, I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm gonna just check it on IMDb.
I can't slow down, so we're just gonna gun it. I have no idea how you're supposed to like avoid him, because he's just gonna come at you, and also the moped just controls remarkably like garbage. Look, I have no idea how you're supposed to avoid him.
Who got giant T-Rex out in New Donk City?
Yeah, the T-Rex. Probably.
And you put the adorable pilot hat on him.
The T-Rex, probably. So that's a frustrating moon to get. Because you don't exactly have good controls with the moped in that Sonic Mach Speed segment.
Alright, it's not the same girl. She just sounds so much like her, though. That's so weird.
I mean, man, you could easily just get away
Maybe
with
they
just
just-
saying that.
Maybe the guy who wrote the film just worked on something with that show, or just took influence from it, because the characters with how they speak, I could not explain it to you, Ray. They just talk so similar.
And, you know, I like how they developed the characters, but didn't overdevelop, like, try to force sympathy on them. They just did it just right. So, like, oh crap, what was that one movie that came out recently? It had, like, well, the entire movie had, like, sort of a Scott Pilgrim feel to it. With its characters. And, just sort of developed them sort of like that way, just loosely, and not just went into over detail.
It was enough to
Wow,
give them their
that's
own
cool.
character, but not 100% fleshed out. But it was just enough to feel it like it was.
Yeah.
What was that? Oh, just a poster. Look at this sick
Speaking
ass
of Scott
graffiti.
Pilgrim versus the World, I still need to see Baby Driver. I have not seen it yet.
Me either.
And I've heard it's probably one of the best films of the year.
There's so many films to see this year.
Yeah.
There
that
really are. I
guess
want to see
none of us really had a chance to
Suburbicon.
see.
So many
Have you
games
seen
as
ads
well.
for that?
Yeah. What a year.
What a year. Nintendo, stop being so good for once.
Yeah.
We get it. You're trying to make up for the Wii U and what a disaster that was. But you're killing us.
It's nuts. Nuts. We live in a Nintendo age again. I didn't
But
think
at the same
I think
time-
I'd ever be active like in engaged in the social media era at the same time as Nintendo being on top again. So it's pretty crazy.
At the same time, thank you EA for making our choices much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking how they ruined Battlefront.
EA ruining everything they touch.
Took notes from Sega. Yeah, Sega's also on a Sega had one of their most profitable years this year in a long time.
Like over
Because
a decade,
of Sonic or
right?
something else I'm not thinking of.
Not Sonic, but Yakuza. There was definitely some other. Yeah, that Fist of the North Star game too is gonna be great, since it's
Ooh,
also made by the
can't wait.
Yakuza people. And I didn't realize how many connections there were between the Yakuza series and Fist of the North Star.
This is the North Star already has a listing on Steam, right?
That's an anime popcorn. But anime is on Steam, so I
no,
guess you're right.
but the game. No, the game that you're talking
Oh yeah,
about.
yeah, maybe.
I thought that one. I don't know.
I hope they should put the anime on Steam.
Yeah, or we should like organize a marathon for it.
Oh jeez.
Like it's a short anime, but it's a good one.
Right.
Max is the one who always organizes our anime. He's gone though, forever.
Yeah.
He's in a double coma.
Remember when he wanted me to watch a show with him and Phil, and we watched the first I think 3 episodes, and then he disappeared. That was it. We just never got together to finish watching it. I'll never know what happened. But I still have Super with
Fuck.
once Jesse catches up and Cheat watches it still. So
Whoa, that was closey. This game also has the best camera out of any 3D platformer, and I said that before, but I just don't get how it took this long to do it right.
I hope it would have a good camera. It has a photo mode.
Yeah. No, it's
Literally can
crazy.
control where it
Like
goes.
in Hat in Time, it still has the age-old issues of 3D platformer cameras. It's the only game that has not had that.
At least Tad in Time wasn't ukulele.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, yeah.
Because the fucking Hat in Time is still a great game, and I'm still playing that after this game too.
Oh man, I'm probably gonna go too far here, but it's still funny. I'm surprised with everything that's happened recently and this year, there hasn't been any accusations on JonTron, sexual accusations.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah,
just
it's-
sounds like the type of thing
Yeah,
that would
that's
happen now.
Like, he's only said things. He hasn't actually discriminated or done anything.
Right.
As opposed to others.
Like I know that's bad to think of if it would happen, if it actually did happen.
Well, John
Especially with if he never actually did such a thing, but I just wouldn't be surprised if something came out.
There was the
And
Tumblr
it's
post that
like-
said, it said, not all men, you're right, Kevin Spacey would never do this. it was updated with, as a matter of fact, Kevin Spacey would do this.
But
It's hilarious.
oh man.
And also terrible, by the way.
Well, a lot of them so far, outside of, I know Louis C.K. admitted to it in his assholey way. A lot of them are still being looked into, correct? They're still just accusations.
Most of them are admitting to it. But yeah.
Because Kevin Spacey decided he wanted to come out as gay, and that was basically his
Right. Oh, that was so
admitting, which was really awkward.
fucking
So fuck him too.
scummy.
But there's
on
some
that.
like George Takai I know is defending himself, saying it never happened.
I don't
so
know.
I'm sure there's.
How could you? How is it even possible to be raped by George Takei?
It's
Yeah, it may be
alcohol.
false. Who knows? I don't.
Well, even then,
You
he's
have to
too
handle all
adorable.
these
You just
situations
give him a hug.
delicately.
fuck off, Rafe.
Well, no,
It's the,
look at his face and just say, "Hey, it's okay."
And the
Not his
supposed
drunk
accusations. The supposed accusations are also, I guess, 40 years in the past. So there's probably nothing to even dig up, and we're probably gonna have to assume that nothing happened, because that's just such a long period of time. What do you have to
It's not done to
prove
like
it?
it's not done to like legally get back at him. It's just the movement itself. It's because this shit has happened in Hollywood for decades since founding it. So
But at the same time, you don't know. Just because they're part of Hollywood doesn't mean they actually did it. It's just.
but they know about it.
Right.
They know about it. They've seen it.
I just.
Oh yeah, it's time for the festival.
When it comes to all these accusations all of a sudden coming out at the same time, I'm very wary of
put our hands up.
who is, if someone's trying to take advantage of the situation, and you don't want to assume either side. You want to handle it as
You just want to
as
party
reasonably
with Pauline.
as possible.
It's playing the song. As great as this song
I love
is,
this song.
you can get it in Japanese in the game. The Japanese version is pretty good. Let's turn it up a bit.
I just love jazz music.
You know what's better than jazz music is Japanese jazz music.
Hell yeah. Doesn't Yakuza have like some big band jazz club in it?
Yeah, it has karaoke and several genres of music with the karaoke.
I'm talking outside of karaoke. Wasn't it like a big band club or something?
In
Or just some type
Zero.
of club. Maybe it wasn't jazz.
Yeah, it was. It had rock in it. It was a mix of rock and jazz that did it for
maybe
like
that's what I'm
one
thinking
part
of.
of the game. Well, maybe there was more. I didn't explore that part of the game enough.
For
But yeah,
those
that
of
part's
you,
great.
you who don't know in chat, I'm one of those guys who adores La La Land, the movie, purely because of the music in it.
I've gone through this part a lot because this is a fantastic way to grind coins in this game. It might be the funnest way to
Cheater.
ever farm coins in a game, is going through this
Duh.
entire event again. And also it gives like hundreds of coins doing the entire thing.
Spin the wheel, take a chance. Every journey starts a new romance. A new world's calling out to you.
But you can still die in it. Like the whole the entire segment with just the Donkey Kong part. You know, you can die in it. Wow, I missed a lot more coins than I didn't want to miss.
Does Donkey Kong make an appearance in this game?
What do you think? He's right
I
here.
don't know.
Come on and jump.
Where?
See, it says DK and coins. He's right there.
No, like 3D Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah, he's up here. It says DK and coins again.
Fuck you.
See, he's right there. It's DK Sprite. Diddy's in the game. He's a costume. Have you seen the Diddy costume?
That's depressing. No, I haven't.
Okay, well, we'll switch to the Diddy costume after this then.
Oh god, the Diddy costume.
Yeah, we're gonna show Popcorn the Diddy costume.
Well, real quick, what else was on your list?
That was basically it.
We got through it all. Yay!
You joined with the dancing.
Mario's dancing
Yeah.
to the music.
Oh, I was adjusting the audio. There we go. Sick. I hate to say we're like halfway through the game and it's only been 2 streams.
It's a fun
Hell yeah.
game though.
Yeah. It's, to be fair, that first stream was 3
You're
hours.
gonna do a
but,
100%
like,
run to make up for it now, right?
I mean, no, because I'm physically not good enough to finish the game at 100%. As opposed to, it disappoints me because I could finish the other Mario games, but I cannot finish this one. It's way too hard in post game.
Oh.
I was able to do it from Galaxy 2 to in 3D World, but not this one.
You know what Mario game I forgot to mention because it's not a fully Mario game that came out this year? Mario and Rabbids.
Yeah.
Did you ever play that?
No, I don't want Rapids. Also,
but it's XCOM.
It's single player, and as we all know, single player games are bad. And don't. Did I pull my controller out? Why is it not?
It also doesn't have loot boxes, and if you don't have a loot box now in your game, then
That was weird.
You're doing it wrong.
I hope it's not the USB or the micro USB cable, cause fuck, I hate getting micro USB cables. They don't fucking work. All right, Snow Kingdom or Seaside Kingdom. We cannot go wrong with this one. These are both amazing kingdoms. I like Snow Kingdom
Snowside because it's almost winter here.
because it has the best new species in any Mario game, and a real comeback story. I can't believe it's only 12. I think we'll do Snow Kingdom because we get to see the redemption arc of a character.
Yeah, I say snow.
Darth Maul?
Yeah, you wish, buddy. But we're gonna go back to Metro to buy stuff too, and we still have to switch to Diddy.
Speaking of Darth Maul, Star Wars Rebels is almost over, and if someone makes like a supercut and gets rid of all that filler, I may watch it.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man. Or just cut
And then
out the
it'll
main
go
character.
from 4 seasons of awful show to, oh hey, here's 4 to 6 hours of some pretty nice stuff.
Yeah, we need more stuff happening in the Odyssey. We need to buy more stuff, and we got a majority of the coins there.
Like if
Oh,
they cut
since-
out the main character from Rebels, then it would be a much better show because they just shove him into needlessly important situations.
And you know they do that because he's a kid, and the show is aimed at a younger audience, so they need to have someone they can relate to,
Yeah, but
rather
he
than
really,
creating an actual, well-structured storyline.
And nope, too cold here. Let's go back.
he almost ruins the Darth Vader and Lula encounter. That's how bad he was.
Mario is now a city slicker. Oh, he's doing this again. Just to avoid having a loading screen before you finish the game. Even though they're all super short because it's a cartridge game.
But since all 3 of us were here, do you guys want to talk about Stranger Things? Or
Not on
are
stream.
People are gonna be upset in stream.
Probably.
Yeah,
Especially if they watch the VOD. Now you gotta mute it.
Yeah. Oh
Works.
no.
Do it later.
Right.
Oh hey, that one worked. I tried to talk to him. Let's get our Pauline award for putting on such a dope ass concert.
I have to ask, does that woman have all those hats glued on, or she just can't really move her head?
Well, you see him moving. Well, I don't know. We,
Doesn't mean they're not glued on.
it's probably like one big spring, so it gives it motion as she moves her head.
they
'Cause,
seem to be.
like, what if
they
you
seem to be
drop
glued
a-
on? I don't think we.
What if you're about to give a hat to a customer?
Nah,
My
they're
God,
glued on.
Austin.
They're like attached by spring mechanism. I would say.
'Cause
Maybe it
but what I was gonna say is, when she drops a hat she was about to give to a customer, and she has to kneel down, then you're just kind of screwed.
kind of stuck. How does she get out the door? 'Cause
Yeah, how
those-
you get out the door?
yeah, those.
Implying she's allowed to leave.
I guess you
No,
duck.
no.
What else did we come back for? Oh, Diddy. Oh, hey, there's a little guy
What you
here.
put on your head in New Donk City stays on your head.
He's got a gift for us. Nice. All right, free moon. Oh wait, we didn't. Hold on. We didn't see Captain Toad here yet. We got to go back for Captain Toad. No Toad left behind. Let's go.
I'll be right back.
Hit up Captain Toad. He's either on this level here, just behind here, or he's up a bit. Nope, he's right over here. And this has been my guide on how to find Captain Toad in Metro Kingdom. Yeah! Captain Toad's dance when he gives you a moon is one of the best things to exist ever. And let's not walk back. Let's just fast travel back because we can do that. And completely forgot we could do that.
I mean, I was enjoying the sights.
Exactly. It's such a more mechanical thing to be necessary for is the fast travel. Otherwise, you're just not gonna fast travel. Oops. Oh well, we need popcorn for the reveal, so we'll just head to the Snow Kingdom. I don't know, maybe we will just do some bullshit post game because I don't want to finish the game that quick. They really, it's kind of cool. They just don't want you to look at a loading screen, so they'll make Cappy talk in the ship. All right. Let's not dilly-dally. We gotta dress for the weather. This is my favorite thing in this game, is putting on the swim goggles and you see Cappy's eyes. He looks so fucking stupid. This is underrated. No one even... He looks around like all suspicious as the fucking scuba. Dress for the weather.
It's better this way.
The scuba suit is pretty strong. Yes.
Oh no, Max is dead.
We're not even doing scuba suit. We have to do naked Mario.
Fine.
It's the right weather for it. Everyone pay attention to the pitter-patter of Mario's feet.
Oh god, I never got the biggest headache in my entire life from just looking at something.
Oh, wait for it. Hold on, Diddy Kong's
We're all
next.
about-
We gotta get the
we're all
Diddy
about-
costume.
We're all about body positivity here, Popcorn. I don't know what you're...
Oh, it gets worse.
I'll wait till I see this and then I'll
Mario
tell you what I
practiced the Wim
saw.
Hof method as he goes into the snow in his underwear.
Let's see this Diddy thing.
This is wrong.
Now we still got the pitter-patter of his feet.
Oh my god, Mario.
Oh, the big ears. Oh my god.
Oh my god,
terrible.
why does this exist?
It's okay, he's gonna
No,
freeze to
okay.
death.
Jesus.
It's okay, right?
Turns out
No.
the only difference between Diddy and Mario is the face.
Good night, Boo Radley.
Oh my god.
Have a good
So-
night,
I
Radley.
boo.
I struggled
walked-
with the two last endgame levels. Those levels are ridiculously hard.
I walked into what I saw that gave me a headache. I walked into my dad's room to check on our older dog because he's been having issues for a while now.
Whoops.
Just need to make sure he's not, like, asking to go out or anything. And on the TV, I won't say what news channel, the headline said, can my children be friends with whites?
Fuck, come back here.
Well, what was the answer?
I did not sit down to listen to that conversation because nothing good would have come from it. You know nothing good would come from that conversation
I
because
saw
that question itself is stupid. It's
Oh
just
yeah,
stupid.
the Yoshi dude is here. but I have no idea where to actually, like, I don't see that character there. So, like, why is he there?
But also, hi Max, you're alive.
Yeah, I'm alive. Barely.
How long are you alive for? 30 minutes?
No, I'm alive for as long as this goes on, I guess.
All right.
Sweet.
You're just in time for
have
the
you s-
Shavarians.
Have you seen Stranger Things 2?
No.
Season 2? Oh,
I
well, you
hate
can't join us
TV
for that
and
conversation
movies.
later.
That's the problem, Max.
I'm
It's on
probably not gonna
Netflix.
watch it.
It's neither.
It's Mario in a Diddy outfit.
Get a rug. You might need it.
Yeah, get a rug.
You might need it for the Egypt level.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Mario. All right, who's ready for some Crash Bandicoot leaving off into segments? This is Crash 2 Overworld right here.
Yeah,
We gotta go in
this
the doors.
Is very Crash 2 Overworld. That's crazy.
That's the other game that's gonna be. That's the other game that's gonna get nominated for Best Original IP. The Crash Bandicoot remakes.
I don't know about that one.
It'll be somewhere.
Wait, is that how this whole game is structured? Like little,
Whoa.
like level entry things?
No,
like that?
it's both sandbox and this. So it's a complete mix of both.
That's crazy.
I just want the wind dude so I can blow this fucker off. Thank you. That's all I needed.
When are you gonna get a Nintendo Switch, Max?
I don't know, but it's I really want one. I got to play a bit of Odyssey today, and I was in this just basically enclosed square room full of cheese, and I just got to kind of run around, and Mario feels really good. So
Yeah.
There's still no game that I absolutely have to have a Switch for yet, so I'm waiting on that.
But there's a lot of games that you're like, huh, this could be fun, where it may validate you getting it.
If I picked up a Switch, I'd be like, yeah, I'd probably get Breath of the Wild. I'd probably get Odyssey, and
Ooh.
maybe Splatoon.
Mario Kart. No, you don't like Mario Kart.
I don't like this Mario
Yeah.
Kart.
It'd be great if they brought Windjammers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where's
Shit, that would be
Windjammers on the
great.
Switch? Oh,
That'd be great.
I'm hoping that's just like a timed exclusive for Sony, for whatever reason.
No.
Yeah, I saw what you get from the levels. So it's like I don't even have much of an incentive to go back to those really hard levels, other than just wanting to beat them and see and have the game congratulate me. Otherwise,
You don't want to hear Mario go yahi.
I don't want to.
Waho.
I don't want to see the game go. How did these guys weren't here a second ago? I want to see Mario give his stance on video game journalism when you 100% Super Mario Odyssey on Nintendo Switch. For Nintendo Switch.
Oh, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 comes out in like 2 weeks as well.
Yeah. Oh my god, they're doing... Pokemon is this week, and then Xenoblade is... No, yeah, in like 2 or 3 weeks, the first week of December.
I'm actually going to get this Pokemon game and play it. Because I've been waiting. I didn't get Sun and Moon. Because I knew something like this was going to happen.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So, I also like the actual trainer designs in this one a little better.
They're
than
alright.
The last one. Yeah, nothing will ever beat the extremely memorable Black and White 2 designs,
Yeah.
which I actually do like. I don't hate any of them, actually, now that I think about it. Fuck. Well, now I gotta look. I'm about to give you guys the Pokemon trainer tier list. Give me a second.
Alright, first level done. Now we gotta go back to the next one here. This is the only level that is structured like this. It's really cool.
Those Chivarians are real good.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Those are good designs.
They're big, round, snowy boys.
They get my seal of approval.
That's what I was saying on Twitter. They need to be in every Mario Kart game from now on. They need a Mario Sports rep.
Mario Party.
Yeah. At least a board.
Why doesn't your hat get cold?
There's probably some lore in the Cap Kingdom that explains that.
It explains why Diddy Kong's hat stays warm.
It's in the
Because
brochure.
It's because the caps keep too busy keeping your head warm.
Oh, this one again. This is the upgraded fight to this guy. Still can be easy though.
Oh, so he's like got that Chinese assassin throwing hat thing going on.
Yeah. Yeah. He's the most dangerous with his second move. Otherwise, okay, this too, where he does a spin, but you got to spin back. A lot of these bosses can be successfully fought with spinning.
I saw a while back when Splatoon 2 first came out, someone get upset that there was one of those Chinese hats available for you to use.
This dude's for real.
Because it was of something, one of those cultural appropriation bullshit.
Right.
Mario's
Even though
talent.
Funny
they're
to see him get
pretty
mad.
Cool.
Oh yeah, the hat does get snowy. It's just I throw him so often, so it comes off. If I ground pound, the snow also comes off Mario.
Details.
Game's fucking full of them. Okay, let's try this again.
Alright.
Fuck!
Don't slip on the ice. I like that transition in the game,
Whoa.
where it's not just a black box that's sliding over, it's the weird oval
Yeah.
shape or whatever. It's
Yeah.
just,
Like a
I know
top-down
that's
view of
such
the
a
hat.
insignificant detail, but it's just so different, whereas like you're familiar with the Star Wars transitions or
Yeah.
a normal cut from anything else.
No, in this post-Persona 5 world, your transitions better have some flair to it.
I was just thinking, it's like after Persona 5, I don't think any UI will impress me ever.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck, come back here.
Like
Man,
this is,
if I
I
ever-
like how minimal this is. Kind of like it has to be because you play it on a handheld. But
Right.
like,
Fuck.
If I ever get a PlayStation 4, Persona 5 is gonna have to be a must-play with everything I've heard about it.
Oh yeah.
it's probably
Even though I'm not huge into RPGs, is Persona 5 turn-based or?
it's turn-based.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially
thing
since
is-
it's turn-based, I probably won't care for it.
Pokemon for
but-
adult. It's Pokemon, but you could like shoot Squirtle with a gun.
I may enjoy it then. It's not Final Fantasy turn-based where it's long and boring.
I mean, depending on how it's based on like type or like weaknesses. So some like
maybe
elements are some elements are weaker to others, and if you hit something, if you hit a demon with a like a spell that they're weak to, you get a one more, and you basically get to just keep attacking as long as you keep hitting weak points.
Yeah.
And then once you hit everyone on like that you're fighting's weak point, they all get stunned, and you go in for an all-out attack. You do like massive damage. So it's not. It doesn't. Fights don't take super long if you've just been playing it. Good.
But
Okay.
Max,
And
there's
the,
already a
um,
problem here.
So I'm not gonna have those 20-minute battle, 30-minute battles.
No.
Boss
It's-
fights.
Especially
sometimes.
because, well, boss fights in the game aren't even in Persona 5. They're based around mechanics. They're not based around just being purely stronger until the
oh,
end.
that too. Yeah.
But otherwise, those
Okay,
bosses
so it's something far more interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been enjoying Persona 4 as well.
Oh, did you start going through that?
Yeah. Getting further into it. I want to play more tonight too, and I'm probably gonna end up staying up very late, still playing it. But yeah.
Where are you
Yeah.
at in that?
Where was I at? We just saved Risei
Oh, okay.
and
so you're
fought
good.
Teddy's shadow.
Okay, so you're a good fit for the game.
Yeah.
Enjoy your much better navigator.
Yeah. I like Teddy. More than
Yeah.
Morgana.
Really? I'm the complete opposite. I think Teddy's a terrible mascot character and I hate him.
Well, Morgana's an asshole. He's an egotistical asshole.
Yeah, he has a character.
Yeah, he does. That's the other thing, is he has a character, and Teddy's... Teddy had a shadow.
Teddy's gonna get a character.
All right.
He gets one. But, like, I don't like it still. It's too little too late.
And he's stuffing, and he's empty. It's great, and we just push him over.
Like a huge bully, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right, we just need to get that last crystal, and then we can stop Cortex.
Oh yeah.
God.
Fuck.
Ugh.
Oh, so yeah. So here's an idea of some of the lore that's presented in this game: is that Goombas do not slide on ice. They have specially designed shoes to prevent sliding on ice.
I like how they've
Nice.
adapted to grow Santa hats so that Mario can't possess their bodies.
Yeah.
Did you need that second ring?
I think
for
they're just
anything?
trying to get into the season, Max. Come on.
No, that was just more coins.
Nah. No, this is 100% survival.
Oh, but
Like,
yeah, with Persona's combat, like it's also like a what's the term? A dual-edged sword, because the enemies can take advantage of it too,
Oh, yeah.
which is what
It's all...
I really like about it.
Yeah, it's good.
And
I don't usually
and
like...
how your stats basically are determined by in Persona 4 how you can what is it? With making more personas, the bonus XP is determined by all of the visual novel assets, basically. And in 5, it's all of that stuff is basically an elaborate skill tree, and you're forming this skill tree through all the confidants and engaging in the story.
Yeah. It's a good game.
Yeah.
I can't really... It sucks. I can't call it Game of the Year because it came out last year, technically. But I'm still going to call it that.
In America, you're
Yep.
good.
America is the only place that
But Jeff
matters,
Keighley's
so-
not gonna count it. Fuck you.
Yeah,
Oh,
fuck Jeff
Keighley.
Keighley if he doesn't.
Jeff Keighley is 100% going to count it. I don't know
just-
what you're talking
Out
about.
of all games, what can you put as nominated for Game of the Year? Because let's assume they're gonna choose 5. They're gonna choose Super Mario Odyssey.
And Breath of the
Breath of the
Wild.
Probably choose Breath of the Wild.
Uh,
They're not gonna choose an indie game, are they? Otherwise,
Horizon.
maybe Cuphead.
Horizon,
They're-
Jesus.
it's gonna
They're
be,
not gonna do Horizon. That would be a
Prey.
joke.
Come on, guys. No Man's Sky.
Oh, fuck. This has been a long year.
Yakuza 0
Jesus.
was this year.
Yakuza's
They're not gonna do Yakuza.
Yakuza's not
Nier.
going to appear. Nier might, but it won't be
Maybe.
That
Game
would
of the
suck.
Year.
Yakuza had 2 games this year.
Yeah.
No way they'll do
Neither of them
Divinity
matter.
Original Sin 2, as popular
No
as that
way
game
it'll happen.
was.
That'll
That's
get a
game, though.
nomination for a different thing.
Something with RPGs, they'll definitely get a nomination there, but
Yeah.
not for
It
Game of the
deserves
Year.
it.
I'm trying to think.
If Call of Duty or Star Wars makes it on there, I'm just exiting out of the stream.
Well, it's gonna be on
It's
there.
time
They
for the
paid them up.
Bound Bowl Grand Prix.
Well, no, it's gonna be on the show somewhere, but if it's under Game of the Year, I'm just exiting the show.
It's still
for the stream.
Crash Bandicoot because we have a racing segment coming up.
I'm thinking maybe Cuphead will make it onto Game of the Year
Oh, I hope so.
nominees.
I don't think
Still an
so.
amazing game.
I feel
Yeah,
like
but
I'm
none of the
forgetting
reviewers
games
could
that are
complete it. How will they know?
done.
It was too hard.
I'll ask Jeff Keighley that on the Twitter Q&A. Has he actually beaten Cuphead?
Can't wait for Injustice 2 to win Best Fighting Game. Just because...
It's competition.
No, just Nah, I think Tekken's a better fighting game for sure.
Oh right, yeah. Tekken
Although I
deserves
guess that came
more.
out like 5 years ago, so.
Yeah. So did Minecraft, and that year Minecraft wasn't really fair.
Yeah. Yeah, Minecraft gets released every year.
Yeah.
Let's keep adding it.
Just like Skyrim.
Oh, here he is. Here's the snow boy that doesn't want to race. Oh, you can see what they look like without their hats. Race,
Man,
I don't
you
want
say
to.
Minecraft gets released every
We're
year,
too
but I think
serious.
Skyrim has that problem way more than Minecraft.
Yeah, Skyrim Enhanced Edition will 100% be Game of the Year, I'm calling it.
Or VR.
I
Don't
didn't even
forget the
realize
VR
this,
edition
but
for PlayStation.
No, VR Edition's the runner-up.
He doesn't even have his hat, so he can possess him, and now we are the snowy round boy.
But no, we
Poor
got
God.
3 titles as nominees. What would the other 2 be if we're assuming 5?
You gotta
I
beat-
honestly
beat
think
a balance.
Horizon is on there.
I can't see that
Undeservedly.
legitimately.
Horizon is gonna be the one where you are like, there's no reason for that to be there.
And then they're not going to be able to find a 5th, so they just throw Witcher 3 on there again.
Did Witcher 3 get ported to anything? No.
No, but they would just throw
the
it on
Xbox
there.
One version.
Yeah, it got backwards compatibility. I'm just practicing my bounds. Let me make sure I'm bound
Let's
perfect.
just throw Metroid Prime 4 on there. Why not? Game
Yeah.
of the year.
Finally, now we can start the race. Yeah, let's go.
I think Mania would get a nomination for Game of the Year? No, I don't think so. As good
It
as the
should
game
definitely have
that
something
that
for
is. Yeah, maybe it'll have a nomination somewhere, but
best
it's
indie game.
not.
Fuck you!
No, but honestly, I can't see that having a Game of the Year nomination. It's not mind-blowingly good. It's just, oh man, this is a good Sonic game. Glad this exists.
Are you watching like a replay?
No, I'm practicing.
What's in the bottom right corner?
Showing you what to do. That's your
my
tutorial
God.
video.
This is a game for babies.
Listen, bounding is, you know that flat out mini game where you have to skip across the water? That's what this is.
I'm thinking of the Burnout minigame where you
Oh,
just
I know what you're
after
talking
you
about.
crash,
I hate that minigame. Fuck
Yeah,
this
I hate
game.
it too. But this is a lot
Cancel.
better.
Game canceled.
game.
I
We're
mean,
recalling
had-
all copies of Mario Odyssey.
Had in Time
because
did
we
it
made
when someone
suck.
added a dab mod.
That
Come
wasn't
on.
someone. That was the fucking official animator.
That was
Yeah.
game canceled 100%.
Yeah, that was my friend. My friend's animated the whole game, and he put that up on the workshop.
This looks so goofy with everyone doing it.
Yeah.
I love it. So is it against the race rules
Fuck.
for you to have taken over someone else's body for this race?
Just keep throwing your hat
I don't think
forwards.
anyone knows. Don't tell anyone though.
What about
But
the guy
it's
that's
great, you
currently
got-
possessed?
you got-
Is
you
he
gotta
at
see
least
his
gonna keep the
reaction.
trophy?
Yeah, he's gonna keep it. He's gonna have to race again too.
Oh
Because
no.
this is an easier version of the race. Fuck.
Dude, can we
this
just have an
prelims.
entire game based around a bouncing racing game?
It's
Like,
bounding. It's not bouncing.
Well,
Whatever.
at least we have the Mario Sports represented here.
Yeah. See, this nervous Chivarian.
this is what's gonna be esports at the
Yeah.
Olympics.
Fuck.
The Olympics don't
That's-
want anything violent, but they said they want to do esports for the Olympics. This is what it's going to be.
Look how happy he is.
That makes me so happy that the Olympics said that, because that is a whole new avenue of jokes that have been opened up to me.
You are a supersonic snowman. Oh, I made the other one sad.
It makes sense. Fucking
now
Japan did the Mario ending for the Olympics.
Wait, hold on. Let's see if he says the line. Did I win? That's a good one. There's a line where he's like, I did it! I did it! He's like really happy. Alright, grab it, Diddy Mario.
What if you tried grabbing it as yourself?
I did. Or no, I
Oh.
didn't. Mario pops out anyways.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
that was only like a third of the level, so now we have to do the entire exterior of the level. Now that it isn't snowy.
Jeez.
Yeah, sun's out, guns out.
My God, Diddy. Put your
Oh.
guns away.
No, let's go get Mario's guns. Hold on. I'm pretty sick of looking at Diddy.
Yeah, you better go, Rick.
See, it happened again. He press A and he jumps in front of the wardrobe. I feel like sometimes you have to wait for the prompt to say it, but sometimes you don't have to wait for the prompt and he does it anyways. I don't know. I don't feel like there's any accidental jumping I'm gonna do inside the Odyssey. But that's just me. I love how loud the pitter-patter of his feet is.
You don't think Destiny 2 would get Game of the Year, would you? I
No.
hope
Yes.
that doesn't get a
Yeah,
nomination.
that's your 5th one.
I
Who's
hope
gonna
not.
get it?
It's not being received well from most people. And it's infuriating. There's nowhere I can go without seeing negativity about it. But
Do
you know,
you
it is what
enjoy
it
it a
is.
bit, or is it just kind of like
It's not game of the year,
enjoy
but
it?
it's an alright game. If you like Destiny, you're gonna like Destiny too.
It's not as bad as people are making it out to be, though.
Yeah.
Like, the microtransactions are really the only shitty thing about it, and the lack of, LMGs.
Oh, you dumbass bunny.
Just no LMGs?
Yeah,
That's weird.
no explanation why they're gone.
Because I
The ammo. They took ammo out too, because they don't want you to
What?
fucking have ammo.
What?
No, there's rarely any ammo.
In the raid.
Oh, okay.
I
It's
have
just
ammo
gone.
problems all the time.
Well, it's more
You
of a
just gotta
survival
swap
horror game
weapons
than
around.
anything, so I get it.
I know. Well, it's nice with that weapon I got now, where I get ammo back. So that one's dope.
Oh yeah, Austin, did you do the, faction coin exploit?
No, I haven't had time.
Oh, fuck.
I saw that the community members of Destiny 2, like Twitch streamers, were pushing for esports. That game's not going to be an esport, right?
No.
The
It shouldn't
PvP.
be.
Mistake to make that game an esport.
Oh,
That's
jeez,
what I
not this.
thought.
Guys,
That game doesn't
I'm
look
gonna get blown
competitive
up
at
on
all
stream.
Guys,
with their PvP.
it's just sports now.
Oh, it's esports now. You just don't
a shitty
capitalize
sport.
the E or put a dash in between. Unless it's the beginning of a sentence. or whatever.
Olympics certified.
Olympic walking in a line, right
No,
here
back
with
in-
Koopa the Quick.
Back in high school, I was on a varsity melty blood team.
Damn it.
I was on the Mario was on the fuck. He walked. Okay, he walked.
My s-
I think I fucked it up.
my sister played
Oh,
Little
that
League
was good.
Windjammers.
96. Yeah, fuck you. I'm glad that
My
wasn't my
God,
first attempt at that.
You
'cause
can't walk in a triangle, Austin.
I would have been embarrassed. Embarrassing.
Okay, I have to ask, where's that turtle getting his hood from?
The shop. Mario could have one too.
So he just bought a hood, not a jacket?
Yeah, it doesn't
Hey,
fit him.
this-
It fits Mario.
The shell keeps them warm.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
he
guess,
has a
okay.
shell popped on.
Fuck you! Maybe he wants to look awesome too.
No, a turtle would die almost immediately here.
That's a good thing
Just
it's
like
a tortoise then.
Just like Mario's gonna die from being in the. Ah, you're one of those.
No, it's a turtle. It's not a tortoise.
It's a Koopa.
Yeah, also that. Oh, here we-
Actually,
here
it's
we-
only.
Here's some real
only a
sunshine
turtle.
shit where we have to give up Cappy and go into an area.
Like, why haven't the Koopas just rioted against Bowser for getting all the cool clothes?
Fuck, I forgot I don't have Cappy.
Because he's bigger.
All I have is my whip. And it's not
Oh,
working right
now
now.
you're playing a normal 3D Mario game. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Do you have your
Oh, no.
Booker to whip?
I wish Booker was here.
Oh, Bioshock Infinite. That's gonna win Game of the Year again.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you so much. No, it's gonna be the 10th anniversary edition of the original Bioshock that wins.
Damn, I really don't
that
know
came
what
out
the
this year?
nominees are gonna be. I can't.
It's going to be Mario and Zelda. Everything outside of that is a complete guess.
I
Maybe
think
Cuphead.
Horizon. I think Horizon is a guarantee.
I don't know. I would be so upset if they just throw that in there because there's no way it'll win.
If Horizon gets in, I would bet on like. Well, I don't know.
And it's
If
a shame.
Horizon gets in, I'm just throwing Call of Duty in there because fuck us,
I
right?
just have a lot of bias.
No, Horizon was relatively well received.
Yeah, it was,
Like-
and it sold well.
Yeah.
There's just a bunch of other games I know that we like that also were just as well
Exactly.
received.
Yeah, Danganronpa V3 is 100% going to be a game of the year.
Oh,
See, that's
nomination.
the.
Also, if anybody wants to read a book, play those Danganronpa games. They're real fucking good.
That game everyone's been playing recently, Get Over It. That's gonna be game of the year.
Get over it? What?
Oh
It's-
yeah,
it's
get over
literally-
it. I was gonna say
the
someone
Yeah,
needs to
okay,
stream
so-
that.
What is
So
get
Max,
over it? I'll do
it's-
it.
So, oh yes, okay, perfect. So basically, I don't know if it's actually out on Steam yet. It's downloadable somewhere, I imagine.
No, getting
You're-
over it?
You're a naked guy in a pot with a sledgehammer, and
Yeah,
you
you're-
climb stuff with a sledgehammer.
Yeah, you're in a
That's all you
cauldron.
need to know.
You're in a cauldron and you use
A
a sledgehammer to move.
Oh, it's made by the guy who did Quap.
Yes, it is.
Of course.
Play it.
Oh my god, you have to climb a tree?
Oh, you gotta climb a lot of things. Oh, that nuts. Or that
To
seed's
climb
gone.
everything.
That seed is gone. Man, if anyone wants to get an idea of like the visual noise of like a migraine, it's pretty similar to the static that is inside that overlay effect when Mario's about to freeze. It came to my attention that not everyone gets migraines, and I think that's nuts. Let's take this nut up. So we got a place to go, and it's up into that low resolution cloud. I didn't even I don't think I mentioned it on stream, but this game's optimization, it has frame dips, and it has frame dips because the game runs at 720p when it's still, or it runs at 900p when it's still, and when there's motion, it moves to 720p. And in that's changing of resolutions, you don't even notice it except for the frame rate.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I think that's so unnoticeable.
Yeah, the one thing I was really worried about with the Switch was that it was going to be, like, blurry, like the Wii U was for some reason.
Mm-hmm. What, you mean like the gamepad?
No, I mean, like, the Wii U was
Yeah,
blurry.
yeah. It
I
was
have
a
no idea
720p
why.
console. Yeah.
But even, like, I've played games at 720p that didn't look like that did. Like, Pokken
Yeah.
was definitely the worst of it.
Yeah.
But the Switch doesn't seem to have that issue, which is
Yeah.
nice.
And there's like some optimization things. Like Doom runs at 30 FPS, but it's still
Yeah.
at a very high resolution. So it's still a sharp, clear image. It's just 30 FPS. So what can you do? Skyrim's not. Skyrim's 60.
Oh, shit. Even in handheld?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. That might be... I haven't played Skyrim in, like, a really long time, but I've been thinking about it, like, going back to it. Not buying the new one, just playing
Yeah, of course.
Like, I don't have any of the DLC either, so just playing vanilla Skyrim.
Yeah.
Wow, that fucking cloud blew Cappy really far away.
Yeah. Cappy is light.
Where were you when they announced Noctis for Tekken?
I was
Chat,
watching
where
that
were
stream.
you?
I was
I
in
was
the middle of
asleep.
playing Persona 4, and then I saw that they tweeted out there was going to be an announcement. So I'm like, all right, I'll take some time out.
I'll take
tired
some
as
time out
hell.
to see.
I was
Would
ready to go to
definitely
sleep
cure
too. I want to cure you. But
Yeah.
we'll get him next time though.
Yeah, we'll get him next time. Yeah, no one seems to be happy about this.
What was a Generic another person? What did we just do? Did someone make a bad joke?
With us on this stream? No way. That can't be the case. There must be a mistake.
Is there something I did? Let's see. Did someone see the Tyler head again? Because that's not there. You're just seeing things if you see Tyler.
Ah, it's a different head now.
I don't think so.
I don't.
Oh no, I wasn't
I don't
grabbing a nut. I was grabbing a seed. The nuts and seeds in this game look similar. What was it,
Yes,
Popcorn?
Popcorn.
Two things. One, Calith posted something regarding refunding Battlefront 2, and it's a chat log with customer support because it was on PC.
Yeah.
And the EA user's like, may I know the reason for the cancellation? And it just says from whoever's contacted them.
Oh, no.
I'm sure you've heard. Same reason as all the others. And they just reply,
no.
right.
Right.
God.
Oh, that's so fake. Fuck you.
I don't know. That's funny, though.
So did that game come out already, or no?
Origin Access, people have been able to play it. It comes out on Friday. If you bought the digital deluxe edition, you can play it tomorrow.
Oh.
It's just that dumbass thing.
I know. I
But,
accidentally
the other
said
thing-
nut.
The other thing I wanted to say, and I don't know how true it is, I need to see if this guy replies. Remember the reduction in credits for the campaign because they reduced the hero thing?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Supposedly, they also reduced all rewards, not just campaign rewards, all rewards by 75%. Basically meaning nothing.
Yeah, so it would take the same amount of time. It's just lower currency.
It would take the same amount of time, but it shows lower numbers for everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know how true that part is with the rewards.
Oh shit!
I
I'm
have
not gonna make
I have
it.
so much respect for EA.
I can do it. I can do it. No.
You know, EA. That's why Capcom will never be the #1, just in terms of having.
I was
the
about to say, I
the
have so much
biggest-
respect for EA too for releasing the most amount of trash in the span
like
of 1 year.
the biggest balls. Like, it's. Oh my god, that's
Yeah,
why
kick
it's like
your
anytime.
Capcom.
Anytime Capcom's like, yeah, all right, so our Marvel game that nobody likes and nobody bought didn't sell, and everyone's really upset. Put out the $30 costume DLC
Yeah.
now. Anytime that happens, I go, wow, that might be the ballsiest thing a company's ever done. And then EA comes along. And it's like, yeah, so instead of heroes costing $120, they'll cost $5, but you make a penny every 10 hours. It's like, oh, all right. Great.
I did it. And I crashed.
Oh no!
What does your variant say?
So NRG Esports just made a tweet. This is so mean. And it's a poll asking what's worse. 4 choices, okay? Star Wars Battlefront 2, Jar Jar Binks, midichlorians, or Corson Rough Sand.
Well, I hate
Fuck,
sand.
I have to vote
It's
Star Wars
coarse
Battlefront 2.
and rough.
We're going back for
Gets
those
everywhere.
coins. No coins left behind. Let's go.
Oh, man. Let me tell you. Going to film school, if I never heard about Star Wars again, it'd be too soon.
Fuck. Well, forget
By the
coins.
way, new Star Wars film next month.
Yeah, I
By
got my
the way-
tickets already.
By the way, we're gonna make a new trilogy with the same director as The Last Jedi. Get ready, guys. By the way, Han Solo film coming soon. By the way,
Max, what did you help make on the new movie?
Oh, on the new Star Wars movie?
Yeah, what'd you do for it?
I actually play Luke Skywalker's hand.
His hands.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, the Robo one
No,
or the
not
one that was
no,
cut off?
just the
Fuck.
no, just his other real hand, not the
Oh, I
robot
thought you
one.
were gonna play the one that was cut off. I thought it was gonna be a
No, no,
story
no,
of
no.
his hand searching for his.
No, that's Patrick
owner.
Stewart actually.
Oh, okay. That
Oh
makes
fuck! I
sense.
wasn't supposed to. Okay, no one. That doesn't leave this stream.
Well,
No, it's okay, Max. The book already leaked at some point.
Oh,
real
God damn
Patrick
it.
Stewart or CG Patrick Stewart?
CG Patrick Stewart.
Oh, okay. How
Can
typical.
Speaking of
like-
Patrick Stewart, I'm sure most of you saw Logan. He acted so well in that movie.
Logan
That
was
was
probably the best superhero movie ever made.
yeah.
Yeah.
Logan was fantastic, and Patrick Stewart was fantastic in it.
Although Logan wasn't a
Oh,
superhero movie.
look how happy he is when we buy things from him. He's so happy to have our money.
Aw,
All right.
God damn, that thing's so cute. Son of a
His
bitch.
little wave. All right, Mario is finally ready for the weather, and now he will stop shivering outside. I actually think we're about done in this world.
Oh man.
For now, until New Game Plus.
Yeah, actually.
When's the new Nintendo Switch? That has
Yeah,
10%
they'll just call
more
it the
CPU
new
power.
Nintendo Switch.
Oh, fuck.
You know
Or the
it's going to
Nintendo
happen. Maybe
Switch.
it'll be
the
3 years
second
from now,
version?
but it's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to.
Yeah,
Someone
absolutely.
needs to start calling Nintendo out
When's
on that
the
shit.
new Nintendo Switch
Oh.
XL?
We found it. All
That's-
right.
Honestly, give me like a 24-inch portable Switch. I'll carry it around. I'll put it in a backpack. I don't care.
See?
Give it a little fucking. Give it an actual bike kickstand.
Oh, I like that they
Yeah.
put the Mario 64 penguins here, but they did not put like Piantas or Boos.
The new
That's that real
Nintendo Switch
shit.
XL is actually just a vehicle that you can ride around on and play games
It's
on.
just a car nav that you install.
There it is. All right, this will be our last moon. Then we'll book it to the next world, which was
Book it to it.
oh, the beach level. The beach kingdom is my favorite kingdom in the whole game because it
Thanks,
it
Ray.
has so many sunshine vibes to it.
I still don't get how people hate sunshine. I
Yeah.
don't get it. It
Especially
makes
in
no sense to
2017.
me.
Yeah, there's plenty
Wait,
of time
what?
to get over flood now. So
I don't think you need to get over Flood. Flood was a fun mechanic. I don't get it.
yeah. Well, he was
Really?
just
People
jarring
hate
at first.
Super Mario Sunshine?
Yeah, when it
Like
came out.
vehemently.
Yeah,
What?
Not even just when it came out, but like still.
yeah. People hate sunshine.
Really?
I think Sunshine's better than 64.
Oh, it
which
is, yeah.
not a popular. Oh, okay.
I think
I don't know.
64 is aged terribly. It's garbage.
I've always thought Sunshine was always deemed as a solid Mario game. That's
No,
so
they-
surprising for me.
The opposite. It is the worst like regarded Mario game.
Yeah.
Really?
Until
For no
like
reason.
recently, more people always talk about it now. But that's
so
what I'm
weird.
saying. The popular opinion back then was that it was bad. It's the same thing with Wind Waker.
Yeah.
And with the GameCube in
Yeah,
general.
see, now Wind
everyone-
Waker, I've always heard that.
Yeah, except people came around on Wind Waker because I guess that's how the Zelda cycle works.
Yeah.
It's a lot like the anime cycle for fighting games. But
But everyone
No,
liked Mario
Sunsh-
Galaxy, right? That was a good game.
Not everyone.
yeah, not everyone, but more than Sunshine.
Yeah, it wasn't as polarizing as Sunshine.
I
To the
actually
point
like
where
Sunshine
Mario
better than
Galaxy. Sunshine's my favorite 3D Mario. Like, without a doubt. That game is so chill.
Like, I think this
Yeah.
one is my favorite now, but Galaxy 2 and 3D World are still up there.
See, I didn't like any of the World games.
I think I really like
well,
Galaxy.
Land was... I didn't like Land at all. I thought Land was garbage and needed to be on a console, and then they put it on a console that was really good.
Yeah.
But Galaxy 2 was just... I thought it was just
Best
Galaxy,
3D
but better.
Mario game is Mario Party 6.
Is that the one where you could build robots? Or was that 5?
I don't remember. I just named the number. It was somewhere between 4 and 7 was one of the best Mario parties. I don't know which one.
4 is my personal favorite. 7 sucks.
Oh,
Everything
uh-oh.
after, like, 5.
We're gonna crash.
3DS released a game, I don't know if you heard, Max, called Mario Party Top 100.
No, you said it right the first time.
My party.
My
Party.
Mario Patty.
They released a game called Mario Party Top 100. I don't think there's even the board game anymore. It's just
Yeah,
the
no,
mini
they
games.
did the right thing.
I was like, Why didn't they put that on the Switch?
Yeah, why didn't they
Yeah.
give it
I want to play all the
multiplayer?
mini games with friends.
It doesn't have
online.
multiplayer?
Not online.
No, okay,
no.
it has local.
It's local multiplayer.
What? Oh my god.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
point to it. So I was like, why didn't they just put this on the Switch? Because
See,
then you
that's-
have the local and online.
See, I would add Nintendo to the list of companies with the biggest balls, but honestly, I think it's more out of ignorance. Like,
Yeah, really, they just don't know.
somebody should tell them.
Yeah.
somebody
Someone
tell
should
them-
tell them
They're
that
not
people on
losing money,
3DS
but
like
they're
playing
missing
with
out.
friends online.
Can somebody tell them what fucking year we're in?
Dude, there are
God.
just so many things that seem really simple to us that would print money that companies just refuse to do for one reason or another. I
Yeah.
don't know how much time would go into turning that into online, but if they were to put the effort in, it would be far more popular.
No, it's just they really don't know. Like, there is not much, like, Western
Nintendo?
influence on Breath of the Wild, and that's why it's got such weird, odd complaints, because, like, they never considered some of the problems that massive
People who
open
complain
world.
will have.
Yeah, anyone that's made an open world RPG knows, like, those struggles that they had just experienced making Breath of the Wild. And Nintendo answered a lot of those problems very well. But there's still things to do. Oh yeah, this is just flood the monster. And floaty flood the monster.
Nintendo's slowly learning about what the internet is.
Yeah, it's not like they're losing money not doing it.
It just sucks that the only thing they're taking from like other people are fucking memes.
Yeah.
That's all they've known. Give them time.
Oh, it's.
Oh,
let's
I guess
go-
this means the Switch doesn't have HDMI copy protection on it.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so at least they don't know about that.
Yeah.
I guess there's some benefits to Nintendo not understanding anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna give us paid online, but it's gonna be like a yearly fee, and it's gonna be like $5. They don't realize
Yeah.
how much they can milk that.
It was what's it yearly $20, right?
It was $20 or $5.
Does that include the virtual console?
Yeah.
Damn.
It was, it's like the
it's
PS
something
Plus games,
so
but
fucking
virtual.
reasonable that it's like holy shit, thanks Nintendo.
Right.
It's got GameCube games.
It's such a reasonable price.
Give me a console I can play custom Robo on. Again.
The only thing not reasonable is how they expect you to use in-game voice chat. Because it's not in-game.
Oh man. Oh man.
There is an what is it? That MOBA that the League developers are making for the Switch is going to have voice.
Why don't they just make League?
Chinese company doesn't want to.
All right.
Oh, can we make it? Yeah, we made it. I don't even think that's how we were supposed to make that one, but I didn't hit
Can
the
I just
checkpoint, so
play-
fuck.
Can I just play Yu-Gi-Oh on the Switch?
You can just
Maybe.
play Yu-Gi-Oh like on your. Oh right.
You can watch Yu-Gi-Oh.
Hey, I'll
On
get
the
a
Hulu
smartphone
app.
soon, Max.
I don't believe it. I'll believe it when I hear it.
Got the Hulu app. That's out now. So finally
Yeah!
getting started on that front.
Fuck yeah.
How was the end of that Yu-Gi-Oh marathon, Austin? I know you watched some of it. I just didn't even try.
I didn't think there were that many episodes of the original Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I thought it ended after Kaiba's dead. It did not end after Kaiba's dead.
I
went-
just
I think
remember.
there were a
went
lot of
very
issues
far.
when they tried to air the last couple because season 4 is all filler, and then season 5 with the manga is actually super bloody and gory and violent.
Yeah, and it's still a fucking kids show in Japan and America.
Kids show in Japan and kids show in America are completely different things. Though.
Like they had
So it's-
that new Yu-Gi-Oh movie that came out. I thought like they could finally get like that's not 4Kids at all because 4Kids is dead now.
Yeah.
So we can get some more mature things, but no, there's still like nothing in that Yu-Gi-Oh movie that's remotely actually violent. Well, there is some graphic scenes near the end of it, which are pretty fucking cool.
It's still just like a
I need to
card
watch
game.
that.
Yeah, it's still a card game, and everyone is no one curses.
But it's
Not even a
How
dam or
was
hell.
the end of that marathon though?
I don't know what you expect me to say. It was Yu-Gi-Oh. It worked.
Damn.
Was the chat upset when Yami died?
The chat was amazing through the entire thing.
I think Twitch chat is at its best when what's on stream is absolute nonsense. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever checked out the food Twitch channel, but it's
Oh,
probably
God.
the best Twitch channel ever.
There were emotes for every time Kaiba or Joey made that face. You know the ones.
Oh god, yeah.
So that was pretty
And
great.
there's the pot of greed one, right?
Or when they would
Yeah.
mention Mokuba.
Yeah, anytime someone fucking played Pot of Greed. Yo, I watched that movie and Yokoba was completely different looking. Like, I didn't expect that. Like, he doesn't look anything like he looked like before.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like now they could definitely try doing like the season 0 of Yu-Gi-Oh again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Like,
and
it's been long enough.
Just relaunch
and the
the
original
show.
series of Yu-Gi-Oh totally ended on such a cliffhanger, and the movie that just came out is a complete response to that cliffhanger. So it's so weird how long that took.
Wait, what is this new movie?
It's Kaiba
It came
brings
out
back
early this year, right?
Kaiba wants to bring back Yami to duel him again. Because he wants to beat him in a duel.
When I say original Yu-Gi-Oh, I mean the one we dubbed.
I know,
I
I
mean
know.
like, oh okay.
But I'm talking about what they aired and what ended after
Okay.
6 seasons.
I want to see that.
Can't believe the
I'll see it eventually.
Can't believe Egyptians got their hands on like Wizards of the Coast cards. Just fucking. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh is so silly. Or at least it was. Now it's just
Have
like
you
I'm not
been-
usually that type to be like, oh, it was way better back in the day. But like now, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like
I
I
know
was
you-
motorcycles, I was down with that.
Oh,
Big
God.
card game,
Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds.
card game,
Oh
high
my
school or
God.
college. I was down with
Oh,
that.
GX.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yu-Gi-Oh is
happened
so
after
weird.
that, Zexal, I think they go into space.
Oh, God.
Eh. They
I
forgot
went
how to
into Sword.
design characters. Like it's so ridiculous. What's the latest one? I'm gonna look that up.
Have I done this one?
I don't know if it's worth it.
Oh, it's Onion Boy.
But-
Onion Boy's back.
I know you don't, you do hear a ginger. Hello. Hello, Turbo Wars.
Oh, jeez, I remember this. It's hard.
I know you don't watch it, Max, but have you been keeping up with what's been going on in Super? Dragon Ball Super?
No,
I can't spoil it.
I'm never
There's
gonna
some
watch
interesting stuff that happens that would be cool to see.
it. I still
in a
don't like
video
Dragon
game.
Ball. Nothing.
Dragon Ball Fighters is gonna be awesome. Hopefully.
Maybe we'll see.
As long
Okay,
as
so
it's not too casualized for people to hate it.
so the new the new Yu-Gi-Oh is called Yu-Gi-Oh Frames,
Oh, right, the water's rising.
and it's hoverboards, I think.
Oh,
The fire rises, Mario.
And also, the main character goes Super Saiyan.
All right, we gotta
Hell
book it
yeah.
because the lava is rising.
His name is Yusaku.
No, it's all,
You say the
it's all
Yatsuko.
about- It's all about
His name is
Bakugan. Let's
Yu
be
Yu
honest.
Hakusho.
It's all about Bakugan now.
Yosuke,
It's,
Yusuke.
Oh my god.
I got that joke,
what's
Austin. That was
the
great.
Yokai Watch.
There's a lot of Yosuke's, Yusuke's.
Yokai Watch is super popular, right?
Yeah,
There we go. That's the new kids show.
we did it. That one
Fun
took me a
fact.
while. Before.
Fun fact about Yusaku, he has PTSD.
Oh, jeez.
So this is
Oh, great.
Touchy
card
subjects.
game show
For kids.
for kids.
No,
About a
I'm
war
gonna-
veteran.
Well, that's okay.
Maybe
It's,
others won't say it, but I'm gonna say that Yu-Gi-Oh didn't age as well as Pokemon did.
Maybe.
Original Yu-Gi-Oh is still godlike. I'll stand by that.
Yeah, no, original Yu-Gi-Oh, yes, but as it tries to stay more relevant, it's kind of falling off the
yeah.
wagon,
Yugi-
whereas
when
Pokemon
Yugi
Sun and
was-
Moon is fine.
When Yu-Gi-Oh was actually murdering people, that's when Yu-Gi-Oh was at its peak.
When people were being sent to the Shadow Realm.
No, when people were dying. There is no Shadow Realm. Yami just kills people. That's why I was...
Yeah, because he was the Pharaoh.
That's why, like, I really couldn't decide whether we should have done the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or the episode where Yami lights a guy on fire
Yeah.
while held at gunpoint. It was just too difficult to choose. Fuck the answer back. God damn it. Where do they keep coming from?
The main character is also super hacky and uses those goofy early 2000 hacker stereotypes. Sick.
Oh, okay.
When's the Overwatch anime?
Fuck off.
Shut up.
Anyways.
I hope you do get a PS4 and you do play Persona, so you'll talk about something else. Speaking of talking about something else, which is actually exactly what we were talking about before, apparently, in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Before this one, that's the main character, Yuya Sakai. And
I
then,
can't pronounce that.
and then this is his turbo. That's his name. Yuya Sakai. Oh, sorry,
I can't pronounce
Sakaki.
that.
Okay. That's his turbo dueling uniform. And this
he looks
is
like an
his,
asshole kid.
And this is his Shin Devil form.
Take a look at this.
Oh
Put it
my
in chat too.
God.
Yeah,
That's
here.
ugly.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
jeez.
He has a goddamn, like,
That looks like some weirdo C.
he has
Oh.
the devil gene in him.
I loved how, like, in in the original Yu-Gi-Oh series, not the original, still the 4Kids one, that all those characters that came like after season 4 looked exactly like how Yu-Gi-Oh characters look now, but they're still in standard definition and lacking like highlights on them. It's hilarious how out of place every other Yu-Gi-Oh character looks.
Yep.
Poor Yu-Gi-Oh.
How do we get up there?
Not poor Yu-Gi-Oh.
Poor Yu-Gi-Oh.
Honestly, in terms of design, like you say, is probably the best. Which is kind of ridiculous.
I don't remember how to get up there. You must go a bit further. Oh, okay. I got it. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. I just need a cheap. If I want to make life easier, I'm going to need a cheap. To possess and use as my pawn.
You're going to need to get that cheap at a reasonable price.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me turn it back up. The main character's best friend. Is it Shoichi? What the what the fuck? What is that? What is his hair? They almost had a human being, and then they just stopped.
Yeah, really. That's the entire Yu-Gi-Oh design theory.
Because look at Yugi and
Look at his
Yami's hair.
Look at the way his fucking bangs work.
Is it like Mickey Mouse and it doesn't
Whoa.
change direction? It just appears always like that on no matter where he's facing.
That just looks...
No.
That's just frustrating to look at. It almost looks
Oh
like it was
my God.
an error.
This is from the same show.
His hair almost looks like it's from an error. It's an error. An animation. Does that guy have a third eyebrow?
It's
Or is
called a
that part of his
unibrow.
hair?
It's called a unibrow.
No, that's not a unibrow.
All right, this guy's. I like this guy. He's my favorite. I'm a big fan of
Gold-plated abs.
Jesus.
Go Onizuka is
These fucking
probably the
characters.
best.
What a shame.
He is a charisma duelist. What is that? Hold on. Okay, charisma duelist or charisma duelist 2 are a kind of duelist featured in Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains. They are duelist idols who use stage names and or avatars and duel in special stages in Link Vrains. What is it? What does that mean?
They're pop stars.
Play Yu-Gi-Oh! What I don't get is because everything in this show is apparently in like all the duels and stuff happen in like a virtual world. Why, like most of the characters look like regular people outside. So why does the main character have to look like a fucking loser? Why couldn't he just look like a person and then get his stupid haircut in the game? Like that would make so much more sense.
Need these coins. Got them. Oh no, maybe there's kids that think Yami looks dumb.
It's funny, Yami. He not as dumb, not anymore.
Yeah. All right. About time we got some fitting clothes for this world, for this kingdom. I shouldn't say world. It's all
So
on the
you're
same
gonna
world.
go back to the Diddy outfit?
No. We get our luau on. Oops.
Hawaiian Mario?
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
You know what's funny is most of the outfits that actually appeared in this game for Mario, Nintendo put them out on like products like 3 years ago, and that is the only time those outfits have ever been seen. There was no word of any Mario title being developed, and he's kept that shit secret. But that's probably just where they put those designs. I'll make this easy on myself. Oh, right, I came to this one before. It can't be like clear the whole way. I don't think so. Or maybe it is. Because it is really easy to... I want to see if there were any streamers that tried to clear this whole pond just from the air. Very curious, but there's a lot of things in this game that convey really well, so I don't think so. There have totally been a few odd things in the game that, like, didn't convey as well, and I could see, like, every streamer, including just myself when I was playing, that got stuck on it. Alright, it's boss battle time. And probably the best boss battle in the game, too, while we're at it.
So the Justice League premiered tonight, I guess. And someone just tweeted out that they were looking at the hashtag and they said the villain from a DC movie was forgettable. So that's fun.
It's like
Movie exactly as expected.
I'm thinking I'm gonna see reviews on Rotten Tomatoes in the next couple of days, and it's gonna be at 30-40%, maybe even lower than those. It's no longer just Wonder Woman, so they don't have to be afraid of what the message of the movie was rather than what the movie is.
Yeah, I don't think I talked about that on stream, as I really did not like Wonder Woman.
I'm still, unlike the new Ghostbusters, I want to give that film a chance, but I feel like it was well received because of the message, not the film.
Like,
In which case, it was reviewed completely wrong, unfortunately.
That's kind of how I feel, but I don't know. It's just whatever. Come here! Come here. Fuck.
I will give that movie a chance though, because I'm just super curious.
I'm just sick of seeing people who are like, I'm just really ready for like a darker superhero movie, so that's why I'm excited
We
to see
got
Justice
Logan.
League. It's like,
We got
like
Logan and Deadpool.
but it's like, if you think you're gonna walk into Justice League and that movie isn't gonna be about fucking friendship, then you're an idiot. You're a stupid idiot. It's learning how to work as a team. It's every single superhero movie. The tone's not darker. They turn the
gonna be
lights
learning-
off. God damn it.
It's gonna be like the Avengers, except it's gonna be sloppy because of how they led up to Justice League.
It's gonna be the Avengers, but the CGI is gonna be shitty. That's
too.
it.
Like, I still think the Avengers is one of the best Marvel films to come out. It was just so well done. That and Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy is probably even better, to be honest. But
yeah.
if we're talking standard Marvel films, the Avengers was really solid, the first one.
Trying to get this guy into a corner. Or against the wall. Fuck. Oh, here we go. Yeah, take that.
But,
I find it funny that no game has done water better than Sunshine, not even Mario games.
yep.
Yo, you're trapped in the corner, buddy. You're done.
When is Mario gonna like just buy a gun already?
And shoot Bowser. Next time he wants to play sports, too bad. Let's, we should make sure to ask Miyamoto that in the next Twitter FAQ.
Dear Miyamoto. Dear legendary game designer Miyamoto.
You know what he's gonna say? That's such an American thing to say. Because I don't think that's any other country's answer to anything remotely. We got him! This boss is adapting.
He's learning the matchup.
Oh, fuck off. Oh, there we go. Got him. The DS games for 5SD, or yeah, for 5Ds, the stories were always super fun. Miss those. Too bad Konami only wants free money. Yeah.
The only one I ever played was something of the Roses on GameCube.
Sounds familiar, yeah.
Roses, something. I don't know. It was the only one where the cards actually had the monsters in 3D. It was really cool. Still wasn't that great though. Just play Yu-Gi-Oh. There's more than enough like programs now that just automatically update the card list and automate everything for you. Like, don't even play the mobile game.
Yeah.
Unless you want to body Aphex for free, because I bet that guy sucks at Yu-Gi-Oh. Straight call-outs. Let him know.
Yeah, send him the clip.
See my Blue Eyes deck.
And there's a whole other half of this level we have yet to explore. Make our way to the next kingdom now. Yeah, no, let's not. Let's take our time.
Doesn't seem like Bowser's here.
Excellent observation, Cappy.
This might be the scariest Mario game because you're just constantly with a ghost the whole time.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's just a ghost. You befriend a ghost and then you go to his ghost village and meet all his friends.
All those ghost hats.
Yeah.
So were they hats that have died, or were there people that now take the form of hats?
The Mario lore just gets deeper. I don't know, we would have to go and read the brochure to find out.
It's the equivalent of reading the manga.
Yeah,
Just read the
just
brochure.
right here in the game. You can read it about each world. All the lore you could actually want in a Mario game. Whoop. I bet that Prima official beginner's guide that you can get on for the game, that's $10, also has some more lore.
I bet that tips and tricks article really cracks Mario Odyssey wide open.
I bet Cheats and Tricks 2006 Volume 3 has a lot of info about it.
Is that the orange one or the blue one that has the PSP and the PS2 on it?
It should be the orange one.
Oh man. You used to have to buy cheats.
Yeah.
Like, fucking DLC existed forever. Because nobody figured that shit out. Somebody had to tell you what it was.
The entire design philosophy behind Final Fantasy XII was around you buying the fucking guide. The entire loot system in the whole fucking game was complete bullshit because they wanted you to buy a guide to learn how to do it.
The original or the new one as well?
The original, not the new one. Because they know they can't do that. That's why the original one, or the new one, is great. And better than even the international versions of the original. There's another area, I think, over... Not that way. There's actually a invisible wall over to the... that way. Which is the first invisible wall I've run into in the game. I really do not want you to go behind the whole thing. Oh, here we go. This is the area I was looking for. Oh, we have to... It's crazy. There's a Lady Goomba up here, and so that means you have to get a whole stack of Goombas around all of these fallen things. Yeah, look, there she is. Have fun doing that shit. We're not doing that on stream.
Damn.
I can't
Off-screen
handle.
grinding in a Mario game.
It's the one game where I don't have to do that. Oh shit.
Oh, that wasn't as high up as I thought it would be.
No, yeah, it's the fact that you still have to get there with controlling Goombas. And this is how you were supposed to get to this moon. Well, you hug the left wall, maybe. I know that's not what I did. Granted, it didn't take me too long, but... Did we ever go in this pipe? I don't remember.
Stop crawling around random pipes. You don't know what you'll find in there.
How does your fucking balloon fly? It's not even
Power.
a full balloon.
Power.
The moon.
Oh, this is another... Hold on, I need a controller with vibration.
It uses the wind. Right now it acts more as a sail.
What do you mean by that? Oh, are you playing with a PS4 controller?
Yeah.
God damn it.
So I need to quickly take out the Joy-Cons and feel out the vibration.
Just keep ground pounding in one spot. It'll eventually go under you.
I guess that wasn't it.
I heard you could turn, like, rumble off in this game, which would make this, like, really fucking
Impossible.
difficult.
Yeah, basically. Oh. Got it. Now to put this back. Yeah, vibration stopped. Yeah, you know, they added that update that accidentally gave the GameCube controller support. This game does not work well with that because Z is the crouch button. And L and R are camera control.
Controller is never gonna fucking die. Just let it die. It
was an
wasn't a good
accident.
controller.
They didn't do that on purpose. They just added third-party support, and the Wii U adapter worked for some reason.
But, like, didn't the GameCube, like, controllers not work with regular Wii U games?
No, they didn't, but they do here.
Why?
It's because it supports third-party controllers.
More,
No.
you want to be upset? Here's more news regarding Battlefront 2.
No, I don't care.
GameSpot purchases $100 worth of loot crates, ends up with less than half the amount of credits needed to unlock Darth Vader and Luke. $40 or $260 to unlock one of the main characters in Star Wars.
All right, let's play this carefully.
That's awful.
We need to get 15 for the moon. There's a very easy way to do this if you just use the second Joy-Con. But we're not fake, so we're gonna do it legit.
Oh my god.
Almost there.
You can open carry swords in Texas. now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm moving to Texas. That state's about to get fucking nuts.
And you're going to buy the biggest anime sword you can
I'm gonna
find.
walk around with a fucking Buster sword.
You're going to have like
It's like, what? The law says I can do it!
50 true swords on your back.
I have a permit. Yeah, I'm gonna walk in there like Gilgamesh. I'm just gonna...
Yeah, RTX is gonna be lit next time.
Oh my god! Yo, don't go to RTX next year. Listen, fam.
What the hell is this over here? Huh. We'll first get these. Oh, looks like there's some coins up ahead. How far up are these coins? Oh, I know what I need to do to get them. Not gonna get them though. Now what the hell is this? I need the other boy. I need Flood. Here's Flood. First over here. Okay.
Oh, fuck, we're in there.
Well, now we are.
Sword Art Online ordinal skills submitted to the Oscars for Best Animated Movie. Let's fucking go. If that wins, I win. Oh, you guys are done. That's it. I'm dropping out of film school if that wins. Because then I will have won.
There's no point in continuing. Oh, fuck you. Hold up, there's totally a moon around here. Or not, okay. It was worth looking. This shit is scary. Ugh. No! No, I totally could have done it too. But it wasn't such a fucking screw up.
So when do you think EA's actually gonna make the title Game Changer actually mean something?
Are we expecting them to?
No.
Alright, well, there we go.
All right. I just remember that's what they used to say, hey, we're listening to you guys. We're going to make Battlefront 2 better. And then they didn't.
Yeah. That was kind of rude of them. Fuck you.
So I guess the Game Changers just mean nothing.
You know when Sega said that and they actually did it? Except for Sonic. They said that and then they did it for every series except Sonic, except for Mania.
Yeah, but Sega didn't work on Mania.
Yeah. So they did it with every franchise they had except Sonic.
Now Sonic can be in that indie pogo game.
Here we go, we can do it.
Sonic coming soon to Rivals of Aether.
Ah, I fucked it up again.
Android 18 official trailer? What? Didn't we already get that?
Probably re-upload.
But everyone's
Or is it
covering
just a
this like
roster reveal?
everyone's covering this like a new article. Or like new info.
Because I know Bandai over the last few weeks have been releasing like 20 to 30-second videos of look who's on this roster, and it's just like a highlight. Although I don't see anything in my feed recently about that, so I don't know. I don't know what you're saying.
All right, here we go. Gonna do it. Oh, I was gonna
He's
mention
gonna
the
do it.
speedruns for this game. You know how short they are?
I
any
heard 3 hours?
any percent is like less than an hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah, way less than an hour. Like 40 minutes about.
So it'll be a fun speedrun game? Or is it gonna be
It's
boring
gotta
to
be,
watch?
yeah. No, it's gotta be fun because of all the shit you can do in this game. Not just with possessions, but how Mario moves is so good. I can't, but 100%, if you want to do 100%, that's multiple days. Because of
I
how many
wanna-
moons are in the game, even if you don't buy them.
I mentioned it in chat the other day in this Discord server, but I want to see a speedrun of getting over it.
God, if there was a way to optimize that.
Because Nelson replied to it, and he said apparently the record was like 3 or 4 minutes, but you just put that at late at night
What?
for one of the short runs. It would be cool.
No, we need to go back. No. This is a waste of time. Actually, I'm ending the stream when we're done with this world, so I'm gonna keep trying. I have too much fun with this game. This will legit be a game that I'll stop streaming it when I get bored of it, when we finish it. Because we're gonna finish the main story, like, next time. And then when you beat Bowser, it unlocks, like, a ton of new moons to get in each world, so... We'll go back and get a lot of those,
What the fuck?
and then we'll be done with this game, and then we'll do a Hat in Time. And then it's to Blob 2, baby. Because the people don't know. Fuck! A 500 run was 3 to 5 hours? Well, alright, maybe these 24 hours have been cut down.
Oh my god, this tweet's fucking amazing.
You're amazing.
Oh, unless they bought 500.
This is from the head of Yakuza's like localization team.
Oh, yeah. We gotta make that push for it. We gotta make our voices heard.
I don't know, cause like I already have a character crisis about 2 characters that aren't out.
What the fuck? Oh, after possession, you can't bounce on your hat, so this is a fruitless effort, and we're leaving.
What are you supposed to do here?
Actually, I don't know. I don't know how you get that far. No idea. Figure it out one day, though. Oh yeah, what the hell is in this building? Forget. Yeah, let's go relax. What kind of relaxing activity is inside here? Oh, okay, let's dance. It's dance time. Yeah. Oh, you know how in Metal Gear Solid 4 you can move the camera with the right analog and zoom in?
Yeah.
This game does that too.
Why?
I don't know. Yeah, so this is the luau room. You come in here and you can do the luau. That's it.
Hell yeah. Sounds good enough to me.
Now we can come back in any costume and do the luau.
Oh my god.
Oh, I know what moon we could do.
I found a match between Qdons and JDCR from Tekken 5 like 10 years ago.
Oh, we got a painting to go into.
It's Mario 64 all over again. We're doing it.
If the bubble was
yet.
carrying me away. It's time for even more moons. Oh yeah, we could just start being on this world now. Because this is one you can just escape out of and then be in the world. But I'd rather be back here. So. It's great. Some of the shortcuts legit are just like genuine shortcuts, but others are like in what is it? Mario World, when you can get to the shortcuts to Bowser's area. What ones are left? Because I don't want to stop playing. But I do want to play
Yes,
Persona.
you do. Persona 4.
Yeah. Give me one, just give me one more moon. Just one more moon. As I did this last stream too. I was already in the last world I was gonna be in, and I'm like, alright, it's time to end the stream, and then 5 moons later, it's time to actually end the stream. Oh, it's in here. If this is a moon, it doesn't count, because I didn't mean to get this one.
God damn it.
It was a moon. This doesn't count.
Oh my god, Austin.
Well, I didn't think it would be there. I probably didn't get that in my other playthrough either. I gotta clean up. There we go.
Is that kelp trying to kill you?
Yeah. How many coins do we have? 60 out of 100. Okay, never mind. Well, yeah, no, we can get the last ornament thing. Okay, one more treasure chest. 6 hearts. That would have been nice for the boss fight. Okay, let's go buy that ornament for the Odyssey, and then we'll end the stream.
Hell yeah.
Alright, thanks everyone for tuning in. Go to Bedcast, Monday through Thursday. That's when we stream. On this Friday, we're going to be streaming Battlefront 2.
All 40 hours.
Yep. Yeah, we'll be streaming that. And then on Saturday is going to be Splatfest, so we'll be streaming then as well. But in the meantime, tomorrow is Rave's night. Rave is playing Divinity, right? He hasn't finished, so he's playing Divinity.
Divinity 2.
And then on Wednesday and Thursday, Popcron and Drew are playing Total War.
Hell yeah. You guys missed it. Drew almost fucking murdered me, but I held him off from after he crossed continents just to say hi. And it was fucking scary. But you should go back and watch that and watch some more stuff, because maybe I'll go over there and attack him.
Maybe.
Or
Foreshadowing.
maybe I'll just play the objective and try to win the game before he does, because he's ahead of me there, though.
I would imagine. And then Mario Odyssey will kick off, and we'll probably finish the game as much as I don't want to. And then we'll, from there, keep playing the post game, because I don't want to stop playing this game. and then the cycle continues. So yeah, let's go. You know what? Let's deposit these moons first.
Heck yeah.
Let's just deposit the moons, and you know, it'd be a shame if we ran into any on the way. I'm trying to go as fast as I can though. Here we go. Now that we got this guy. Okay. The speedrun of this level ought to look cool because of how much they can utilize those guys. And their mobility. A shaky camera because this is an epic gamer moment. See, we can almost fly it. Alright, and that's it. Thank you everyone for tuning in. And oh yeah, the Luncheon Kingdom. And we'll start on that kingdom next Monday. Until then, go to bed.
Oh boy,
Go to bed.
Go to bed.